Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It is now time for the first annual This Week in Geek Awards.
And we even have visual effects, guys. That's crazy.
Look at that. We've got lighting. We've got Facebook Live working. If you do want to use some social media, I know my dad does, you want to use the hashtag 2017 TWIGGYS, TWIGGYS, because it's the This Week in Geek Awards, the TWIGGYS. And these are the actual awards that we're not going to give away.
Hey, I thought we were sending ours to the GGOT winner.
No, we will. Oh, we will. We're going to send the GGOT. Yeah.
Is this Destro?
No, it's not.
No, it's literally DC character.
Okay.
I tried to figure out who it was. Before I spray painted him, he had chest hair. And
Wait, they didn't come? They're not solid gold?
No.
Come on.
No. Except maybe this one. You know what's cool with this one? Let's see if it still works. Look at this. So the face is gold. Boom, bam. It's got another face inside.
Did you make that gold too?
No, I didn't. And he's got like lazy eyes. It's very weird. And then I the Emperor. And then the one that nobody wants is this one.
I told you I want it. Totally.
So the first, we should introduce ourselves. This is This Week in Geek. We haven't done this in a while, so those of you that know the show know most of the time we spend making fun of each other. Tonight we're going to actually try to stay on point a little bit. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's start on the end with Beautiful. Go ahead.
My name is Alil Kanitsa. I host a podcast called the League of Geeks podcast. That's Geeks with a Z. I used to do a lot of other shows with Rob, but we have not done any of those in a long time. So I guess I won't talk about those tonight.
Enough said. That's all I got to say.
Enough said.
Hashtag Alil's an insurance adjuster, so I never had time with it. Go ahead.
I'm Scott Sammons, and I joined the gang on This Week in Geek on the podcast, and I am the R-rated Edward, so I can watch the R-rated movies now.
And I'm Rob Zuckin. I'm striving very much to look like Scott.
You guys are like twins right here.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and we've got bookends. And I host a lot of shows, and I'm co-owner of Southgate Media Group, and do a lot of this stuff. And on the end,
My name is Chris Mao. I am the co-owner of the Blue Box Cafe, where we are recording live, and I co-host a few shows with Rob, which we don't do anymore, and co-host this show and some other things that we do. And I think you guys look
so
like the
message
same
loud and clear. I need to do more with you guys.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we get better looking as we move out from the center. Right, Emil?
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's why we had to do it this way, because we had to balance it out.
City ordinance, they were trying to shore up this side, and you guys both saying that.
Plus the floor's a little weak over there.
So let's start. I almost screwed it up already.
You did.
We have a list, and we have visual effects, so feel free to applaud when you see them. The very first one I'm going to do is one that is probably our worst category. We're going to start out with Best Video Game. Just to pre-set this, we're doing this award show a little differently than the other ones. You know, the other ones say like, here are the categories, and everybody votes, and then you get surprised. Guess who else is getting surprised? The four of us. The reason is, we know the categories, we each came with our top three. We are going to talk it out, what they are. If, let's say one of them gets the number one, gets 3 votes, and none of the others do, whether we agree with it or not, that one becomes the award winner. If there are multiples that get the same amount of awards, we got to debate it out. So, this could be a long one, folks. Strap in. First
and we cheat, so.
Yeah, that's right. And we change everything we've written as we go along, because I already know I'm going to change one.
Absolutely.
So first category, Best Video Game.
What?
Those effects are not very special.
Are we running an Atari 2600?
Hey.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, look! And we're using the actual award. This is the Twiggy Award.
It's
Well, he
just
stands up.
lasers and things.
Yes, he doesn't have 2 faces. Okay, who wants to start with their nominations?
Oh, well.
Sure. I'll go. My number one on the list is The Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Switch.
Good call, yeah.
You want to try to run all 3?
Yeah, go up all 3 and then we'll see.
All right, my number 2 is Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. And my number 3 is because it's, not that I'm saying it's better than most other games, but it's got a special place in my heart. and I've had fun playing it this year, is the Friday the 13th game that is on Xbox and PlayStation 4.
Okay. You got instant nominations? Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna go, so we're out of order. I'm going with Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I'm gonna actually state right here, I want that to be number one. What a game. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Number two, now I didn't get to play a lot of these. I went by watching the videos and reading reviews. Super Mario Odyssey looked incredible. I'm gonna say it looked unique. I was bored in the videos, and I went and everyone's saying it's a 10 out of 10. I'm going with that one as my number two, even though I haven't played it. And this one I tried a sample of, and it's incredible. Horizon Zero Dawn. I think that one deserves to be on the list. What you got, Scott?
What I have got is Sonic Mania.
Good call.
I didn't get it, I didn't play it, I want to get the statue and all that stuff.
And that's one that's on the Switch.
It's on Xbox.
It's on everything.
It's on a bunch of
Oh, it's on all of
It's
them.
on all platforms.
Yeah, it's on everything. It is,
Sonic Mania.
Yeah, it's an incredible melding of old and new.
Is it like Mario Maker where you've got, I don't mean mechanical.
No.
You know, Mario Maker has all the levels like mixed together from every game.
It's kind of, you don't make any, but it is like that.
That's
where
what
you're kind of bouncing around in time into different zones and stuff.
And do the graphics change as it goes through the different zones?
It has the, yeah, kind of, yeah.
So if you play the Genesis, it looks like a Genesis Sonic versus a Dreamcast Sonic.
Yeah, it mostly looks like the Genesis, but it's the 16
A bunch of higher graphics and everything. Like it's clear, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's clear,
Okay.
it's crisp, clean. It
Nice.
is.
It's high caffeine bit, is that what you're saying?
What else? Was that?
I didn't get to play a whole lot, but Super Mario Odyssey is an incredible game.
Wow.
I generally don't like the 3D Marios. I prefer the platform 2D side-scroller ones.
Yeah.
I haven't liked any of the 3D games basically, but Super Mario Odyssey is the exception. It draws you in. The cat mechanic is amazing. Taking control of the dinosaur and stomping around.
Yeah, that was in the videos I watched. It looked incredible.
Yeah, it really is a great game.
Those are three.
What
was the third one?
That was two. The other one is, it's a nomination. It doesn't seem to have a lot of legs, but it's still a great experience. Animal Crossing on the iPhone.
Oh, you love that one.
On the mobile, I haven't got to play that. I love Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing on the mobile. I've never super got into the console versions. I dabble here and there, but I used to sit and watch Teresa for hours play.
Right.
I could just sit there watching because it was just so peaceful and charming.
She may have mixed with
And being able to play this on the mobile for just a few minutes at a time here and there.
Keep going, Scott. You're all right.
It's a great experience.
Cool.
It's my three. And I
That's
have
that one I haven't played, so.
and I have a special mention. once we get
Okay,
to
wait.
it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go pretty much with two that we already talked about. Breath of the Wild is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable how, I don't say they finally got one like crazy right, but Zelda is great all along the line.
Zelda's have almost all been great. This one, though, this is the one. I mean, this is what it's been leading to, I think.
Right, and again, I haven't played many other games. I've played a few, but the Horizon Zero Dawn,
Yeah.
like you said, I saw that. That looks out of this world. I said that. And I'm going to throw in Castle Wolfenstein Colossus, because what's not good with trying to kill Hitler, so kill Nazis. So I just thought it was a great game. It was a lot of fun to play at different levels. Just the idea of it was great, so I'm throwing that in there. Although any of these games are good, so I really like that. Did anybody else go for Horizon?
I did.
No?
No.
No?
Now,
Okay.
Before we
got 2 threes.
Yeah, we got 2 threes. Now, wait a minute.
We have a 4.
I'm going to throw in.
You didn't
You didn't have
have
Zelda, no. I'm going to throw in something before you get your honorable mention. We put this out online on our various social media platforms, and overwhelming what I got back. And I'm going to point out one because this is actually one of our podcasters from South Media Group who was very active on our Twitter accounts for these. He does a video game podcast. He actually does a video series called How Do I Game? And he said Zelda, and then he wrote this diatribe about why Zelda was absolutely the number one. And then there were some other people that voted on our Facebook group, on our Twitter account, that all said Zelda. So Zelda has a strong following. What was your honorable mention?
We'll do it after we do this.
Okay. Audience, do you have anybody that you think, hey, we missed it, maybe we want to change it, or do you agree with these?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Okay.
That's stuff.
Who has the most votes?
So we got 2 with 3, Breath of the Wild, and Super Mario Odyssey got 3 each, right?
Yeah.
Wolfenstein.
I think
Wolfenstein.
Yep.
there's 2 of us, yeah.
I'm gonna say, I mean, we can figure this out real quickly, but I'm gonna say Breath of the Wild is gonna win, even though you didn't vote for it, because of the overwhelming response from our fans. Take that into account with us. I think it's Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play, but just watching my wife and my son play it, it's just incredible. It's so deep. There's just so much. You look into the horizon, and you're like, I could go miles away, and there's still something to do.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
get my
And
vote first.
it seems very playable across the ages too, where little kids can play it and adults can play it. Well,
It's real hard for a kid right now.
right, but at least, you know, they can age a little bit. They need to level up quicker, that's all I gotta say.
But you know what? There is playability for kids.
There is.
There is. All right. I'm going to make it official. The very first Twiggy to be given out goes to Zelda Breath of the Wild for 2017 Best Video Game.
Also,
All right. I'm going to try not to break this now. All right.
chances are high.
Oh, your honorable mention.
My honorable mention is the Nintendo is a console, the new 2DS XL. So Nintendo has been iterating the DS platform for several years now,
Right.
and they have released this year a new version of the 3DS, but it's only 2D, but it is the faster processor with the extra controller thing for the different software. And it's a beautiful orange and white piece, so that's the one I picked up. But I want to give that a special mention. The new 2DS XL is a great little system to pick up.
Fantastic. Look, you have one of those?
We have 2DSs, but not the new 2DS XL.
Yeah, I was looking at them when they were doing Black Friday sales and everything. We ended up getting Wii U, but we always find stuff that's old. Hey, we just got a Genesis.
Patient gamers.
That's right. Patient Gamers. Martha, there's the name of our new show. Patient Gamers.
It's
There's
a
nothing
Reddit forum.
It's
Yeah.
called,
Broke. Yeah. Broke.
I'm gonna
Gamers.
broken.
Yeah. So yeah, I was looking at that. It's the 3D one. I looked at the 3DS and I'm like, all right. I just don't. The mode didn't do anything for me. So 2D is great, but I like the bigger screen because I'm old and I have to be able to see that stupid screen. Yep.
tablet gaming, buddy. That's all I gotta say,
Tablet gaming.
Tablet gaming.
All right. Who wants to introduce the next category?
The next category is the worst video game.
The worst
The worst.
video game.
And trust me, there are plenty to choose from. Plenty.
All right. Chris, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm throwing this out here because not that it's that horrible of a game, but the disappointment level is absolutely the gap between what you expected and what you got. It's going to be Battlefront 2 because it just, I mean, you know what? You get into the little pre-game and it's awesome, and then they completely screwed the pooch on that. Excuse me for that language, but I think Battlefront needs to be in there.
Pooch is not a dirty word.
I know, but Battlefront 2 was awesome. The other two I kind of looked up because I said I haven't played too many, but I saw that. There's something called Vroom the Night Sky that has the worst. It has the worst metric score of all time. All time.
Wasn't it like a 4 or something?
It was like
on Metacritic?
Right, I know it was Metacritic. It's like absolutely one of the worst shows ever.
It's like a witch riding around on a bike with glowing wheels.
Right.
And like the environments look like if you play Pokemon Go, and you know how you got your environments now, take the natural environments out, so all you have are these like weird bare bones. That's what it looks like. Wow. It didn't make my list. I've got worse.
There are worse.
What was it called?
Vroom the Night Sky. It's on 10 lists as the worst game of the year. And you know what? One list she's looking up. It's awful. And that's where I'm going to stop right there because I don't know much about it.
Okay, got no others?
I got no others.
All right. I'll go. I got 3, and Brew didn't make it, but Drive Girls. Okay, so this is like one of these Japanese fighting games, and the girls, and it's like I had a seizure watching the video. It's like all these bright colors and these girls, and they're like dressed weird, you know, like they do these Japanese things. And then they turn into cars, but not like Transformers where it's like, it's just like, boom, he's a car. And then, so they're fighting, and they've got this big open world thing, and they're fighting, and the fight mechanics are terrible. But then you can choose to be a car. Boom, I'm a car. And now you go, and drive off. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. So that was terrible. Drive girls. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, that's bad too. That'll be my third.
You know what? The fight mechanics are good, but that game stinks. Not as bad as Drive Girls. And my final one is one that I didn't know this was a game that came out this year, even though I've seen it. There is a version of Double Dragon 4 that came out. It's a new Double Dragon 4. Even our sign is disgusted by it. It looks like 80s 8-bit Double Dragon. So at first you're like, oh, this is cool. And then it plays like garbage, like the fight mechanics, like you hit and they don't register. You gotta hit, nothing, and then like they're walking into walls, and it's awful. It's like, why did they bother? If you're gonna do the retro thing, do it right. And there was a Double Dragon 4 before this that was good.
So this is Double Dragon 4 2.0?
Yeah. So those are my three. Drive Girls, Mass Effect Andromeda, Double Dragon 4.
Scotty Swerve, what do you got?
I only came up with two, and I didn't play a lot of games, so Battlefront 2, of course, I didn't even get to play it, but the harm it did to the Star Wars franchise is it's heartbreaking that this type of core design and process, and the way they conceptualize everything and the way it affected the Star Wars franchise. So I'm going to nominate it just on that. And my other one is more of a disappointment than actual badness. Cuphead. I love.
Cuphead looks amazing. It's not good.
It looks amazing, and it works, and you can get in and play stuff. But it is so brutally difficult. You can't explore more than a few stages before you die over and over and over.
It's random difficult.
Yeah, it's a random difficulty. It's not, oh, I've got to learn this to beat it. It's just hard, over and over, hard.
Teresa's boiling mad over there. She's like,
it's disappointing that it's such incredible artistic design work on these.
It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. It is amazing. I love classic animation like this.
Yeah, me too.
The old Merry Melodies and such. What's his name? Give I Work stuff. And this game absolutely replicates this, but you can't enjoy it because it's so difficult. You can't get past. I got past one boss by lowering the difficulty to low, but I couldn't do anything else. And I put it on my worst because it's so disappointing.
Did anyone turn into a car in it? Because that's the worst thing ever.
I don't think so. There's one where you're up against these weird boxers and you're shooting the boxers. But yeah.
That happens in our house when we don't do laundry soon enough. Come on, that was a bad one. Come on. There'd be at least a boo. Yes. Boo. All right, what else you got, Scott? That's all right. How about you, Lil?
So a game I got the week it came out. 1-2 Switch.
That almost made my list. That's what we're gonna eat a sandwich.
I'm torn because my kids love it, but I hate it. I think the game should have come with the Switch rather than a $39.
They give you a discount for taking it?
It feels like an unfinished game, and
isn't a level where you eat a sandwich?
There is one you eat a sandwich. It's very awkward. And,
It's the one
yeah, the milk and the cow. There's so many things. It's so bad. So 1-2 Switch is probably my worst game, at least that I played this year. The other one was Marvel Superheroes Online. I just didn't like that game. It was no good. It just wasn't good. It wasn't fun. I liked the Ultimate Alliance games that came out for the last gen systems. Those were fun. It's just this game was just not there. And then if I'm going to go like a mobile game, there's the Marvel Contest of Champions game, another game that's just
terrible.
Yeah, terrible. It wasn't good. And then I I do have a because I know the worst game we all know it's gonna be Battlefront. That's why I don't want to jump on the dog pop. I don't mind Battlefront, but I do want to say that Sega, their mobile app with their old Genesis games has been terrible. I don't like the play mechanics of it. I don't like how you're hitting the screen. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
The way
The way it should.
yeah, the way it feels, it's terrible. And I'm disappointed because I love a lot of those
Right.
Genesis games.
Yeah. So the one that got 2 votes.
There's 2 that got 2 Mass Effect and
That's
Andromeda.
Andromeda.
But Battlefront 2 is.
Yeah, if you go by our social media, Battlefront 2 was overwhelmingly.
The problem is it's not a bad game and the playability is really good, but it's such a disappointment that it's like, I think it has to win just because it's like.
Well, I think that the
Well,
way
it's a
you
Jar Jar trophy too. So,
Yes. You know what? Yeah, it gets the Twizzy. Oh wait, we didn't ask. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with what Rich said, where take out all of EA's business practices, and Battlefront 2 is a fun game to play.
Right.
Like, you just
Right.
like the beta, like, playing it is awesome. It's a smooth game, it looks great, plays fine. The microtransactions kill it. I think Andromeda was the way worse game, because if you played that the first week it came out, it was an unfinished garbage.
What about Destiny? Because we didn't talk about
Destiny
Destiny
2 is a
2.
great game, they just gave it no end game. There's nothing wrong with Destiny 2.
So Battlefront 2 is going to get it. 'Cause
Battlefront 2.
awful. Although there was a special mention here from Stormy Sky 17, Gran Turismo Sport. They said they hated it so much it overshadowed all the ill will the Battlefront 2 game.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Is that a part of Brandon?
Yeah, it's it.
Oh, it's Ian.
All right. So there we go. The Twizzy, the first ever Twizzy goes to, for worst video game, to Star Wars, amazingly, Battlefront 2. Is it terrible? All right. Who wants to announce the next one? I like how there are no applause for that one. It's okay to applaud that it's the worst.
all right, I guess we're going with another worst on the list.
Yes.
Worst movie of 2017.
Oh. Hold on, let me get ready to fight.
It's on Rob's phone. Just watch.
Right. So before we do this, I'm going to go first on this one. I took a bullet for y'all. I was sick last week. I couldn't get off the couch. I had the flu, the cold flu. I wasn't doing the other flu, the one that we can't talk about in public. This one, I was in pain, and I couldn't get off the couch. So I thought, I'm already in pain. I'm going to read every worst movie I could think of from 2017 and determine what the worst is. In the number 3 position for me is Chips. That was not the worst movie. Number 2, surprisingly, is not the worst movie. The Emoji Movie.
No, it's definitely the worst movie.
Oh no.
Terrible.
Oh no.
When your marketing campaign is a talking piece of poo, that's a signal.
That was John McCarthy, by the way.
It was.
Catch it.
Number 1, which gets a visceral reaction from me. Transformers The Last Night was the biggest pile of garbage I've watched in a long time. And mind you, in this viewing, I watched The Mummy, The Power Rangers, and I'm telling you, man, I went through all the garbage. They were Oscar winners compared to this piece of trash.
Hey, were you holding for Shia LaBeouf before that?
I was.
was there, and I already knew that I did not like the movie.
Yeah, Molly was like, what are we watching? It was awful. All right, who's up? Oh,
Scotty?
I couldn't think of any terrible movies I saw. I had put something under here as a discussion point, but it would have to be after we do the best movie also. Because I have The Last Jedi on both best and worst.
and worst. Interesting.
Because
So we'll save the discussion.
okay, we'll save the discussion.
But we're going to say Last Jedi got a vote for worst.
Yeah.
No, we're not. I refuse to write it down.
Yeah, do not write that down. All right, well,
I mean, go ahead.
you might have laid on the couch. but I went to go see these movies in the theater. So
Paid hard money?
Transformers,
Awful.
I saw in the theater.
Hey Scott, can I just give you a bump for that? Because Transformers.
How did you get through it?
I declined to watch the Transformers movie, so.
I was watching in like 20-minute increments, and I just was like, I can't take it anymore. And I turn it off, and then I look at the clock and go, oh my God, there's 2 hours left. Oh my God, there's a little less than 2 hours left. It was
a hard watch.
It was excruciating.
Netflix is laughing.
And it's like racist and sexist, and there's just so much wrong with it. It's garbage, terrible dialogue.
So I saw that in theater. So I'm only doing the ones that I saw this year.
Okay.
So I didn't see Emoji and all that other stuff. But The Mummy, which I also saw in theater, I paid to take on my whole family.
Oh,
so I thought it was medium. I know I was with my wife. I thought
You just punished your wife. That's very nice. They had to get a babysitter. That's like a double.
I didn't mind The Mummy. It was all right.
The Mummy was boring.
Yeah, it did deserve to be on the list for me. Although if I had paid for it instead of library free, maybe.
And then the last one that, again, another movie that went to the theater and was poured out of my mind was the last Alien movie.
Covenant?
That almost made my list too.
Alien Covenant was awful.
Martha and I went to that one.
Boring.
Martha, you liked Alien, didn't you?
And did nothing.
Alien Covenant?
You didn't dig you some Michael
I
Fassbender?
don't even remember.
And that's what, you know what?
There's good. The problem is there are really good parts of that movie that almost make up for the awfulness of the rest of it.
You know,
Almost.
I totally forgot a movie that came out this year because it came out in January.
Oh, yeah.
And you brought Michael Fassbender.
Oh.
Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's
Not
cool.
Alien off. Assassin's Creed was awful.
It's not a.
And another movie I saw in the theater.
It doesn't match Transformers.
You know
No, Transformers was the worst movie of the year.
You have your hand up.
I was just gonna say, Alien Covenant, it wasn't that bad as a movie, it just wasn't that good as an alien movie. You get the sense
Yeah,
that when Ridley Scott looked at it, he said, I really want to delve more into like the philosophy of being a creator and what it's like for a robot to run a ride like that. But as an alien movie,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He's trying to be
that's the
Danny
problem
Glover.
though. That's the problem though. You build this franchise, and you want to change the franchise into something else. You can't do that. Make your movie about creation, fine. You know what? But then don't bring in the xenomorphs and all that stuff. Do it different. You kind of had it with Prometheus, and if you would have just gone with the Prometheus sequel, left that out.
Which is what they were supposed to do, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh,
Well,
hey.
it's because he didn't want what's his face did
Alien 5, right.
to do the alien.
Which why not? Because they probably would get into a better rating movie. So.
Yeah, we see their contract with Disney because they own it now, so. But we're not there yet.
No,
How about you?
I would agree. So I'm gonna throw, and I really enjoyed. I think we talked about it when Alien Covenant came out. I think I reviewed it. I liked a lot of parts of it. So it's hard for me to put on the worst movie, but it's as a complete movie. It's kind of a train wreck, so I would throw it on there. But absolutely Transformers. I mean, they took a dead horse that they beat twice and then tried to beat it again to get something out of it, and it's just not working. So I think that's the only. We got 3 for that one.
It made the last one look good, and that last one was the worst.
It's Marky Mark cashing a big check.
Yeah.
A big check.
It's gonna be another Transformers. Yeah, it was awful.
He's got a burger chain to pay for it. So.
All right, internet. We already know what the votes are here. Internet said, "Oh, Black Hole Comics with a Z." You're not in. That's Jill. Justice League. We hated it. I don't think it deserves to be the worst.
No, I mean,
It's flawed,
yeah,
but Transformers is
it's worse.
not flawed.
There's flaws, but there's been a lot of flaws in some Marvel movies lately. I don't think Justice
How
League by accident.
dare you?
Yeah. I watched Thor. What's the last one?
Ragnarok was awesome.
No, not Ragnarok. No, second
Oh,
one.
Dark World?
Yeah, Dark World.
Not as bad as Justice League.
No, no.
Not as bad. All right, audience. You have any nominations you want us to throw in there before we finalize? Tony's pulling out the phone. What are the worst movies this year? Anything?
Everything he watches.
I mean, come on. If you can top Transformers and get an ooh from all 4 of us up here, we'll give this award
To you.
if Assassin's Creed doesn't do that,
It won't.
it's not going to beat Transformers. He's looking. Bye-Bye Man doesn't beat Transformers.
Classic one?
Oh, I wish.
Bad Mom's Christmas.
Come on!
Not going to beat it.
No.
Not going to beat it. Not going to beat it. All right, so, you want to do it this time?
The TWIGGYS Award for Worst Movie 2017, Transformers: The Last Night.
Woo!
Misa like that Michael Bay.
Oh, this is terrible!
I love that movie.
All right. Although you haven't announced one.
Okay, sure. Most anticipated movie of 2018.
Oh, we get in here. Okay.
There's only one for most anticipated movie 2018, and that is Avengers Infinity War. And that is the only right answer for 2018.
Not Aquaman? You got another?
Not Aquaman.
You got another one on there?
No, I've got Avengers Infinity War 3 times.
Can I tell you that doesn't Black Panther look sexy as hell though?
No, Black Panther is going to be fantastic. But my most anticipated movie is Infinity War.
It's not emoji 2, the Pope Sphere? The Pope
Is
Sphere?
that what it's called?
The Pope
The
Sphere.
Pope Sphere, sorry.
It does look like a Pope hat.
I hiccuped in the middle of that.
It's not Solo, a Star Wars movie. It's not Ant-Man and Wasp.
Although I think the Pope Sphere might be a new catchphrase for us. How about you?
I wrote down 6. Is that too many?
There you go. Tyler wrote down 1.
This isn't the Academy Award of Motion Picture.
We'll start playing the music and get you off the stage.
Solo.
Solo, you put that on
Solo.
there.
I am at the point where I think I like the standalone Star Wars movies better. The 3 new Star Wars movies, I like Rogue One the best.
Okay.
And I'm excited for Solo, even with its troubled production history. I'm excited to see this kind of story.
What's the trouble about it?
Changing directors.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, in the middle, that's okay.
Reshooting 80% of the movie.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Of course. And The Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
So long for The Incredibles. I'm hoping, and Fantastic Beasts 2. I was really
Does that come
surprised.
out this year? Or?
November.
Yeah, I was really surprised at how much I liked the first Fantastic Beasts. Away from Hogwarts, away from Harry, but still in that same world and managed to tell a fun story. Wreck-It Ralph 2, of course.
Yeah, that one looks good too.
And the only original one on here is Isle of Dogs. Wes Anderson.
Yeah, that one looks
really
great too.
I have watched Fantastic Mr. Fox so many times.
Yeah, that's good. Because you have. I think
You
I
just
was
don't want to George
Are you
Clooney
cussing
talk.
with me?
I'm already cussing with you.
You better not be cussing with me.
All right.
Scott, you just want to hear George Clooney talk to you, that's all.
All right. Chris, why don't you go?
I'm going to say Infinity Wars.
I can show it.
And Solo would be the ones I was looking forward to. And Ready Player One's coming out this year, right?
Yep.
I think Ready Player One would be another one that I am anticipating the most. So, of those 3. So that's what I would go is Infinity War, Solo, and Ready Player One.
All right, I think we have a winner because no question, Infinity War. Those trailers, watching the trailer, I watched it over and over. And at first I was like, I was not a fan of the second Avengers film. So I was a little nervous about this, like, okay, is this going to be super bloated and let's get back to the Solo stories where I'm more interested. Nope, this looks incredible. Then we saw the trailer in the theater twice when we saw Star Wars, and it was
Same trailer?
the same trailer, and I was, oh my gosh, that's my number 1. Number 2 is Ready Player One. I thought the book was great. It's got its flaws. We can get into that. I don't want to say. But that trailer, seeing the Iron Giant come up on that trailer, seeing Freddy Krueger in there, I'm like, they got it right. They got all the stuff they should have in there.
The Iron Giant was
They
awesome.
better get the Zork stuff, the computer stuff, right. Because if it's all like Call of Duty jokes, it's not going to work for me. It's got to be Zork and Atari and like we have to see.
It's 80-centric.
Right, but you never know. You never know.
We have sausage, egg, and
That was a long time ago. It's good.
Yeah.
Memories get compressed.
And if Barry Goldberg's in it, I'm in. So they're my three.
Is he in it? Is
Actually, I gave two. That's it. Infinity War is clearly it for me.
Yeah.
Audience, what do you think?
Infinity War.
Ready for everyone?
He said Solo.
Martha, you know what movies are coming out this year?
I haven't heard a word you said.
Perfect.
You're in.
You are our target demographic. So here are the overwhelming votes on Twitter.
Is it
What? Oh wait, interrupted.
is it anticipated for across the board or anticipated for you personally?
Isn't everything me personally?
All about
It's
It's all about you, Bobby.
what each of us individually are most anticipating, our biggest anticipation for 2018. For me, it's Infinity War. I'm all about it.
That doesn't mean you're not excited about
Yeah,
the movie.
I mean, I can go
Like,
there.
I can't wait. I'm going to see them all in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
Infinity War is the one I'm counting down.
Right, right. That's the one. So, from the internet, surprisingly, Big Fat Geek, Black Hole Comics, Infinity War, Snazzy Reads chimed in with Ready Player One. So, I think we have a clear winner. Chris, you want to announce it?
I will say the most anticipated movie of the year 2018, getting the Twiggy, is going to be Infinity War.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I should watch the other movies.
You really should.
Yeah.
No, that's like a 7-day trek now.
Wait, what?
He hasn't seen them.
We've seen the first two.
He hasn't seen Iron Man.
I'm out. I can't
What?
fathom that.
Not only
I've seen them all half a dozen times each.
Maybe we can get Scott to go in on a rolling sausage party.
we're doing. We gotta do one. We gotta come up. We gotta do a show and come up with a pre-watch.
I have heard of the fact that you haven't seen it.
Okay, so stay tuned. Follow us on social media for the rolling sausage party for Infinity War. You too can join us at the theater.
That would be
And
awesome.
Lil will buy you popcorn. Okay, with butter.
Lots of butter.
All right, did everybody announce one? Is it back to me?
You.
I believe it is.
All right, this is a terrible category. I realized after we started this.
Because there's only one thing that.
No, there's two.
No one.
There's one. There's one that's going to clearly win. Best geek news of 2017. Since that's what we do is we talk geek news, what's the thing that we got stuck on and we'll never stop talking about? I'm going first because this is going to win. Disney buys Fox. The biggest story, whether you agree with it or not, it is the biggest news, and I say it's the best news because it is a game changer in a lot of ways. That's all oh no, the other one I put is, and this might confuse, Brian Michael Bendis going to DC. I think it was time for him to make a change. I do. I think that the Marvel comics have been weak. DC has been crushing it. I think him getting in there with some new blood, and he's got great ideas, he might make it even better. Give me good comics.
What does Bendis do?
He went switched over to DC.
No, what does he do?
He did the Runaways, he did, well, I mean, he's done like everything, right?
Ultimate,
You know, like Ultimate stuff.
Ultimate Spider-Man books.
Writer?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're great.
I'm terrible when reading comic books. I never read the writers or the illustrators or anything. People talk about like so-and-so's run on the book, and I'm like, okay. Where's the one where the bad guy did the thing?
That's everyone.
I'm a terrible fan. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see him eventually. All right, so what do you got?
Best geek news. There was just so much, but I had to throw in Jodie Whittaker.
Oh!
Good call.
Oh, that's on my list. That's huge.
It's a game changer.
Why is everybody here so excited about that?
What?
I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't.
You
You don't watch Marvel. I
I like Marvel. I just haven't gotten around to it.
haven't gotten around to Doctor Who.
Oh snap!
Yep. Wow.
That's a good one to put in there. So
Why don't you adjust your attitudes here?
He's in shirt.
Oh, I got to get quite out of that one a little.
And so is Mr. Incredible, so remember that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I cheered in the theater. when
I've
I saw
never seen Mr. Incredible and Little at the
You
same time.
haven't, so.
Woo. Very interesting. Hello, what about your best geek news?
It's what Rob said. It's the Fox, Marvel, both Marvel, Fox, Disney
Can I mark your
merger
orders?
because of, yes, mark my words.
Yeah, I would like to point out the reason it's the best news is because I have predicted it for 4 years.
Hold on.
I have predicted
The
it.
Simpsons did it like 20 years ago.
Exactly. All he's doing
Simpsons
is taking Simpsons predictions and making them his own. It's like,
Oh,
oh, Trump will
Go
become
back and listen to
president.
enough said and hear my logical arguments for why this was going to happen. Listen to me spar with Charlie Esser.
Your argument was just that they would get the X-Men and Fantastic Four.
No.
It wasn't that Disney was going to buy Fox.
Oh.
Go back to the tape.
Okay, yeah.
Go back to the tape.
But in order to do
All
that,
right.
they did, so technically it's back.
Yeah, but it wasn't for the reasons Rob wanted.
Oh. Victory lap after this. Let me give me one of those.
You'll get passed out by the time you get to the court.
I'm not running. Give me a scooter.
Ron is a loose term.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna say that I think the two that Scott brought up, I think obviously the Fox thing is huge, and then Jodie Whittaker again is a game changer for Doctor Who. I think that's great. So, I think we gotta give that a nod, just because this is a Doctor Who themed cafe.
Let's say Nathan Gold and we'll give out that award.
The Nathan Chesterfield.
Nathan Chesterfield.
The honorary mention, Nathan Chesterfield.
So, audience, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, the internet, all I got back was Fox Disney. What do you think? Is there another news story other than Jodie Whittaker and Fox Disney that is like the best geek news of the year?
No.
Not even Ben Affleck stuff that he's done.
It's really Gilbert Godfrey in disguise.
Yes.
Affleck.
Is that it? All right, I figured this one out. Best geek news,
Now we're gonna go to the worst.
Fox Disney.
Fox Disney.
Fox Disney.
Best blue box geek news, Jodie Whittaker.
Yes.
Jodie Whittaker.
It's huge. It's awesome. So looking forward to it. Now we're gonna go to the worst geek news, and I'm gonna start off. I think there's three. There's one obvious one. Everything that's been going on in show business with hearing all of the stuff, the sexual harassment, all that stuff, it's got to be the worst news. It affects every genre, every level of entertainment, and it's just awful. And we need to stop that. And as men being up here, we need to stop that. I know, we
need to do better.
Right, we need to do better, and we need it just is ridiculous. It needs to stop any which way. It's just awful. So I think we need to talk about that, and shame on people that are in power doing the stuff that they've done at whatever level. So I think we need to stop that. The other two are more kind of like I got a DC and a Marvel one. They're both about the director and kind of the things that they're doing. Marvel and Star Wars with their rotating cast of directors is really disturbing to me. Because I think it's just crazy that
I wouldn't say it's Marvel, but I would say Star Wars.
well, no, but Marvel changes people in the middle. They can't keep people on projects. I think because it's a Disney kind of thing. So
Disney thing, okay.
it's Disney where they're doing this. I mean, they have to pull in these people to save the movies, and it's chopped garbage. I mean, even we talked about Rogue One. There's some choppiness to it because you can tell that different people directed the movie.
Yeah.
They tried to do that, and then on the other side, DC can't get rid of their bad people. They can't get get out of their way when they have great source material, and even when they put, I'll talk about Batman versus Superman. The director's cut that they actually put out was pretty good, but what they put out theatrically was just awful. And I think they both need to get their stuff together. Obviously, I think DC more than Disney, but Disney's still banking bucks. So
Yeah, because what Disney's giving us is not hot garbage. It's just it's not as good as it should be.
Right.
Because they're having this turmoil. For me, I did the same too. I didn't do the ones I'm like, that's not geek news, that's culture news. And yeah, that's the worst thing ever. All these people need to stop and be stopped. Plus, it opens up some spaces in Hollywood for us. So, worst geek news for me: rotating directors and people on Star Wars movies. What the serious heck is going on there? The other one is DC is a hot mess. DC Cinematic, hot mess. DC TV,
no, not that.
no, not as good as it was.
No.
No, but
It's not as good as it was. But it's not as bad as the Inhumans. We'll get there. So those are mine. What do you got, Scott?
Spoiler alert.
I was just adding one, but I thought of it. I had, well, I said Jodie Whittaker coming in was the good news, but losing Peter Capaldi was the worst news.
Although, didn't we find that out? Did you find that out in 2017?
For 16 or 17?
I think we found that out in 16.
Well, we technically released them this year. So.
Yeah, but I think that it was announced.
No, it was like March, wasn't it?
It was last year. It was the end of last year. It was before Christmas.
Yeah, because they said this was last season. So.
Yeah. So technically, that one doesn't go.
Okay. The
other
other
one was
one
going to win, so don't worry about that.
Right. The other one would be the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce.
No.
You know, it's fun to have a thing like that, and McDonald's, you kind of played along with it a bit, and
McDonald's kind of stole that because they didn't play ball with Rick and Morty. They just went, hey, look, people are talking about it out here. We're going to put a sauce out. We're going to put our sauce out. We're going to try to market on this whole thing, and they tried to capitalize on it, and they dropped the ball in a big bad way.
Yeah, but also the way the fans were going after them and going nuts with it. And,
hey, fans. Go to Jewel and buy some Szechuan sauce. It's the same freaking stuff.
Yeah. So
It's not even
I put that. You know, the whole culture around so much movie, TV stuff. I mean, certainly the the sexual abuse and everything is the worst. But fans being like this and allowing that to go on.
It kind of became super negative this year.
Yeah, they become sick with all they feed on each other.
Yep.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yep. So, yes, everything that's been said, I kind of kept it toward like geek stuff.
Me too.
Not everything. The worst thing that I heard in 2017 was that Sony was doing a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Makes no sense.
Wait,
I want to know.
It's not as bad as
Venom. It's just it's Venom and Eddie Brock, and we don't know how he becomes Venom because he's got spider powers. I don't know what's going on here, but
I know enough of Marvel. I know enough of the old comics to know that Venom came from the suit thing, whatever.
Symbiote.
Yeah, the symbiote. How are they doing it without Spider?
We don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see.
That sounds terrible.
And it's even more depressing that they got a good actor to be Eddie Brock. They got a good cast that they're building there.
Right.
And it's a movie that I don't know how I can get behind. Because they're taking one of my favorite villains.
Watch it own us, and we'll be like, this is the best thing. Because I was super critical of Deadpool before it came out.
I know you were, because you don't like Ryan Reynolds, and I love Ryan Reynolds.
It actually wasn't that. It was the fourth wall thing. I was afraid they were going to botch
No,
it.
you hate Ryan Reynolds.
I don't.
You do. I don't. We've talked about it many times here. Roll back the tape. Rod does not like Ryan Reynolds.
Of the two of us, who owns Green Lantern on Blu-ray?
I do.
Oh, so do I.
So, and who's also seen every Ryan Reynolds movie multiple times.
Oh, that would be That would be Scott. He avoids the Marvel movies, but he's like, give me more Van Wilder.
Van Wilder was fantastic. I saw
Van
that
Wilder. Hey, wait,
back to back
I think nomination for worst movie of what, 84? Van Wilder is terrible.
Van Wilder was fantastic.
That year's terrible.
Fantastic.
Pile of garbage.
I saw it on a Friday night and a Saturday night because I had to go back and see it again. Fantastic.
You have memory loss or something?
No, I didn't see it again. It was fantastic.
You know, we all had that first
You gotta
experience
remember.
in comedy
You gotta
where we
remember
thought
what
things were funny.
You gotta remember what age I was
12.
when we came out.
Yeah.
And no, I was freshman college.
Okay, that makes it worse. Okay, so let's.
Also,
What else you
you're
got?
wrong.
Oh.
No,
That explains
I wasn't a baby.
You got more news?
Nope, that's it. That's all that matters.
So it's just Venom.
Just Venom.
Okay, well, according to what Chris has here, I'm actually kind of surprised. What was yours again?
Mine? I put losing Peter Capaldi, but then the Szechuan sauce.
All right.
Well, we can also tie in Rick and Morty not coming back until like 2019.
Yeah. That's,
Or Game of Thrones not coming back until 2019.
I haven't watched that either.
I read books. Only two that have two are the two that Chris and I said. which is essentially hot mess with Star Wars writers, hot mess with DC. Audience, what's the worst? Szechuan sauce. DC's worse, right? What do you think? Tiebreaker. You, right now.
I don't know, the Szechuan sauce thing.
Wait, give your
actually,
email first so they can send hate mail.
Hey, man. That would be, I don't check this at Hotmail.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hotmail.
You know you always have to go
Scott
back
has
to
that, so yeah.
Oh, so that's, no, he just gave you the spam address.
Right. He had county circuits last week.
I'm gonna say the Szechuan sauce thing actually managed to get some people to make their own, which, you know, nerds, cooking food is a good thing.
Okay.
You know, just McDonald's. So I'm gonna go with DC.
All right. DC, Orange Whip. All right. We're going to say this, but it is still somewhat debatable. The Jar Jar for worst geek news of 2017 goes to DC being a hot mess.
Not the fun hot mess.
Yeah, not a fun hot mess. All right. What do we got now?
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, we're doing one now? No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we are.
You wrote the script.
I did
Lifetime
not.
is to break it up. The
A
Lifetime.
Lifetime Achievement Award is multiple. Each of us gets to throw one in there.
I know.
All right, let's start off. So here's what this is. We have two specialty awards tonight. One is the Lifetime Achievement Award. It's something that, to us, whether it's a person, a property, a book, or whatever, that is... Bye, guys. Thanks for coming. Oh, going to see Transformers? Have fun.
I like the Transformer movie.
Oh!
She left because she's offended.
There is a fun way to watch the Transformers movies, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar everyone here is with CinemaSins.
Yes.
But if you're drinking and sinning it, it works.
All right. All right, so the two special awards. One is the Lifetime Achievement. And each of us get a vote. We're going to have, well, we're going to start with saying there's four that get placed in this. It's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, multiple people get inducted each year. We're going to have multiple inducted. So each of us is going to come in with this, and when Scott says his, we'll argue it and make it go away. So.
Wow.
Well, now let's Scott start.
Scott, you start.
I have two. I have.
Oh wait, it's this award. Look at that one. Yeah. Two faces.
I have one which is a company, and the face of that company, Nintendo with Shigeru Miyamoto. The Nintendo Switch has been an amazing turnaround for this company. Their last.
Oh, it's that one.
That one?
Yeah, I made that. So it's that one.
So the Wii U sold a lot, but it didn't have a lot of good game penetration with hardcore gamer fans. The Wii U sold terribly. There were a lot of issues with the GameCube and the N64, and it seemed like they were just focusing on handhelds, but they applied everything they learned. They over the last 20 years they applied everything, and they applied it to the Nintendo Switch, one of the most creative and ingenious video game systems to come out ever.
All right. So Nintendo specifically under Miyamoto.
Yes.
All right. You know what? That gets an award. You want to present the award?
Okay.
Here you go, Nintendo.
There you go. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They jumped into our Hall of Fame. That's right. Although, what do you got?
Well, I believe Nintendo. I'm wearing a Nintendo shirt on right now.
Yes.
But I wouldn't give it the award because I don't think the Wii itself sold 100 million units. So I mean, I don't think they've gone in the dumps over the last decade plus. But that's just because I love Nintendo. So.
They sold, but how many got played after the first 6 months?
Tons. They sold tons of games.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Wii library? It's got like over 1,000 games.
Why don't we do this?
But I don't know. It's fine. Nintendo's fine because
okay.
I do love Nintendo. But my Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Carrie Fisher and Princess Leia.
Yeah.
This will be the last time we see her on screen as Princess Leia.
Yes.
And I felt that it's only fitting.
Yeah. Good one.
Right.
Lifetime Achievement to Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia.
Yeah. Chris?
No, I'm I'm not. Although I am very sad. So about that. That was a tough one. I'm going to give it to I guess kind of like a world or kind of like a thing. And I to me, it's one of the most important genres or world settings or things like that. I want to say J.R.R. Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings, just because I think it's the foundation for a ton of what we see. It can currently, I just think, anything that's sword and sorcery, anything that's fantasy like that, basically comes from them. Dungeons and Dragons came right from them. All that stuff came right from them. So I want to give a shout out to the Lord of the Rings, the whole world setting, Middle Earth, and J.R.R. Tolkien. So.
Yeah. Not he did. So
We have a question or a comment.
To tag on to that for the news for 2017.
Yes.
Is the
Oh, that's good news.
Amazon.
Lord of the Rings show. Yeah, Amazon doing the Lord of the Rings show.
$150 million. Private rights.
Well, because the son, who his father basically told him, don't let anybody do anything with our stuff, finally retired from the board or head of the estate, and so they're now letting it go, and I think that's awesome. So.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do somewhat of a chunk one here. It's too easy, but you know what? If we don't do it, we're idiots. Oh, you want to give it up?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to explain. This is going out to the MCU. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Whether they're all perfect or not, it is a game changer for me. I think that it's one of these things where it has changed the landscape, the geekdom landscape.
Oh, yeah.
I think that it gave us things that, okay, so I'm a little older than you. I'm a little older than you. Not nearly as old as you. But when we were younger, this is all we dreamed about.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'd see Tim Burton's Batman and go, yeah, but it wasn't this.
Oh, no.
The MCU is it. And here's the reason I want to give it for this. When I start going back, while I was sick, I'm flipping channels. Wherever there was a Marvel movie, I stopped. I didn't stop on every Star Wars movie, and I love those. I didn't stop on Jurassic Park. I didn't stop on any number of things. Matrix was on something I love. But the MCU, I'm like, oh, wait, I gotta watch this part in Ant-Man. Oh, wait, oh, no, Iron Man's on. Oh, how do I turn this off? Yeah. The MCU, lifetime achievement.
their lifetime is not over yet, so.
No, that's fine. But I don't think we need to
They're
say
going
that.
on forever.
Neither is Nintendo.
Forever.
Yep. Bill and Monica are here from Geeks A Go-Go. Hey, guys. Would you like to come up and do a Lifetime Achievement Award?
We have a comment.
Yeah.
What's up? Hi.
Do you consider Howard the Duck part of the MCU?
Yes.
Well, the new Howard the Duck.
Yeah, the new Howard the
not
Duck. The MCU versus Marvel movies are two different
Yeah, the
things.
Marvel Cinematic Universe started at Iron Man in 2008, and all those movies that flow under that umbrella.
I'm going to throw a blade in.
So that George Lucas Howard the Duck does not fall
Thank
into
you,
that.
Blade.
Well,
But if you're talking
Blue
just
line.
Marvel movies, sure, why not?
Definitely.
I love
I mean, I'm going to include Dolph Lundgren as Punisher if you're going to do that, so take that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Red Brown is Captain
Do you
America.
guys want to throw in a Lifetime Achievement?
79,
So-
80.
Do you have one? Well, it's Lifetime, just something that's like a geek touchstone. Do you want to think about it? We'll get back to them for this.
I know what I'm going to nominate.
We can bring them up in the wrap up.
The shot.
Hey, and I forgot another bit of geek news. Best geek news of the year. Bill and Monica from Geeks A Go-Go got married! All right. That's it. You got all your applause. Okay. So, do we have? Is that it for the Lifetime Achievement for now?
I think so.
We got 4 that went in. We'll have a 5th from you guys. If Elliot shows up, we'll get another one in there. Okay. What's next?
Best TV show.
Best TV show. I'm going first.
Jeez. What the heck?
Do you guys-
Didn't you just go first 10
No,
times?
it's Scott's turn to go first.
Scott's going first.
You went first in the Lifetime Achievement.
Again, I wrote down 6.
You guys call me
Following the rule.
Make sure you write your top 3 down.
Hey, Mark,
Like 6.
take it easy over there, Mark.
Well played.
I think Caleb, yeah.
Hold on, let me tell you the criteria. Now we're playing all right.
I'll just do the top. I'll do the top three, but
No, do the 6.
do the 6. Okay.
Do it all.
All right. In reverse order. Rick and Morty. I just got into it this past year when I heard about the hero of the season, so I binged the first 2 and then I got to the third, and it's just an amazing show. And it's not like the super intelligent thing, but it's deeper than you think, and it's still just a lot of fun to watch.
Not much deeper, but it's deeper. No, it goes pretty deep.
Next was A Handmaid's Tale. Just painfully good. Painfully good. You're just cringing the whole time, but you can't stop watching. It's so good. And to like that, Kimmy Schmidt. It's brilliant.
Jimmy Schmidt? Hey, I got a ball.
I know you said King Schmidt. I'm like, what show is that?
That's a spin-off of the new
Not
one.
last season.
Is that 2 Road Girls? Is
Kimmy Schmidt.
Kimmy this season
Well, for
was
27.
I did not like last season.
Right,
Yeah.
we're talking season 3.
Yeah.
I know.
You didn't like
season
season 2.
2 was boring. It almost didn't get me back to season 3.
Until Tina Fey showed up.
It kind of, Tina Fey as like sneaking the vodka in her Camelback. I mean,
Yes.
It's just such a fun show. Next is Star Trek Discovery. It's Trek. They're telling some interesting stories.
I didn't hear applause on that one.
It's hard. It's hard to love. It's hard to love. I'm liking it more.
Also hard to find unless you pay CBS an extra $10 a month.
Yeah, or others. The last 2 episodes, they really ramped it up. They really ramped up the storytelling, and you're like, okay, despite all the visual problems with it, they're telling trick stories.
Okay.
Next is The Crown.
Yeah, you guys said you loved
Yeah,
that.
that's a good
The
show.
Crown. I didn't expect to get into this.
Is that geeky?
It is.
Matt Smith.
It's Matt Smith as King Philip.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it gets into the culture of London, and it drew me in really well. But my top would be The Orville.
Yep.
Yes.
The Orville. Just,
I love that show.
totally did not expect this. From Seth MacFarlane, I expected a couple episodes of amusing, aliens farting in space jokes. But then the third episode with the baby and the
Yeah, the baby episode was
and you're
amazing.
like, what the hell, man? And it just got better and better and better throughout the season, and that's my top show, The Orville.
All right.
The funny thing is that I did some research for the worst TV show, and The Orville came up on a lot of lists, and I was like, are you
Yeah,
nuts?
it was like
I go,
number 1 on a
it's-
bunch of
It's
lists.
fantastic.
It
So
is fun.
I think that's a good call. So, Mr. O'Lil, what do you got?
Alright, so if I go in reverse order, I'll go with Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix.
Oh, God, I don't forget that. Put it on my list.
It's number 7.
So every show is the best TV show. So.
I thought it was fantastic, and Neil Patrick Harris is a treasure.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh,
I loved it.
It's like so degrading, but so uplifting. He's a treasure. What does that mean?
I don't know.
My kids even loved it. They watched it actually a couple times now.
Is that true? Nobody's thinking?
Rick and Morty, which they watched a few episodes, they probably shouldn't have.
It's the one where the alien comes out of his stomach and
And
What
then-
did you learn on Rick and Morty?
And then Stranger Alex, shush. Stranger Things season 2.
We're behind you.
I mean,
Not
come on.
behind you.
Stranger Things is fantastic. And it's a treasure.
but
It's a treasure.
Steve is a
you
treasure.
may have to agree that it took them a long time to get it right, but when they got it right, they got it really
In
right.
season 2?
Yes. I think the first few were a little.
No, I love it, but I
Oh,
thought
they were good.
I just thought the ending, not the coda. The coda's amazing, but when she solves the thing, yeah, I'm just saying.
No
I'm
spoilers.
not spoiling anything.
They are.
Oh, please. Guess what? There's something that happens, and somebody solves something. All right.
McFly.
I thought it was weak. I thought that part was weak.
Then went forward in
Did I love
time
the
and then went
series?
back in time.
Absolutely.
And then
He
hit
was
forward
in the
in-
Wild Wild West.
Sorry, yes.
Except the third season, you kind of get the idea there's a girl and something has to be solved, right?
Ego.
Spoilers. Go
I
ahead.
don't know when there goes. Legos, that's it. So I'm going to change. I'm going to throw. I thought this season of Doctor Who was absolutely amazing. As Peter Capaldi's kind of swan song, and I think they finally got him as the Doctor White. So I thought it was just fantastic. I'm going to throw another one out there. I thought this season of Game of Thrones finally paid off for the last couple of seasons of kind of looking around, and they got to the business of where we thought they were going to be. So in terms of these bigger, longer things, I think they were good. I'm going to agree with Scott. The 3 episodes of Discovery I've seen are absolutely fantastic, and I thought Discovery was. I think that it's Star Trek the way I would want Star Trek to be, and not this everything's clean kind of. I hate to say the Star Wars kind of way it's dirty. I'm not going to put the Orville on there because I thought it was great, but it's there. I'm going to agree with Stranger Things as well. Stranger Things is awesome. But then I got to throw Rick and Morty in there. I'm just captivated by how funny and appalling and great that whole show is. So I mean, it's just it really is appalling in a lot of different ways, but it's fantastic. So for a 50-year-old guy, it's perfect.
I love a dub-dub.
So I kind of have different things on mine. So while I was sick, I also I was sick a long time. I went through and I watched a couple episodes of a ton of shows. And I found some amazing stuff, and I can put the list online because there's stuff that have you guys seen Future Man yet? It doesn't make my list.
That's the first episode I haven't gotten.
Loved it. It's Last Starfighter. It's awesome.
And it's Peter from the Hunger Games.
It's Peter from the Hunger Games. It's amazing. So I found a lot of weird
It's
stuff
Robert
like that.
Preston in it. That's
He's
all
a
I think.
treasure.
He's a treasure. He's no Ryan Reynolds, but he's a treasure.
No, Ryan Reynolds.
Who's the treasure?
Peter from the Hunger Games.
Josh Hutcherson?
Rogan. Yeah, whatever.
Hey.
So, I'm not giving an order. I'm just going to give my 3. Rick and Morty. How do I not say Rick and Morty? So I started watching it this year, and I'm telling you, I could not stop. I watched all of it in about 1 day. And then I went to a comic out with Chris, and I was like, I couldn't stop talking about it. He's like, I had to watch it. I'm like, my God, man, you need to go home now and watch it.
Didn't Bill point out all the Rick and Morty people at that Comic-Con? That's right, there's like 47 Rick and Mortys here.
We had to go with Bill and
So Rick's.
That's right.
And Monica, didn't you dress up?
You dressed
as
up.
one of the people?
Yes.
Amazing. Rick and Morty is amazing.
So,
Better show though, Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
yeah, that's a good
That is an astounding show. And there's a lot. I love the Orville. I love Game of Thrones. I love all this stuff. I think Handmaid's Tale is hands down top tier. The third one, I can't believe nobody else said. American Gods is a stunning show. Stunning. And I'll tell you how good it is. It knocked Legion off my list. And Legion, if you haven't seen it, is incredible. You would hate it. But it is incredible. And I know you well enough.
I want to throw it out there. Did anybody watch Mindhunter?
Yeah.
We're just watching it now. It's
Is
amazing.
that fantastic or not?
I love it.
It's great.
Yeah, I love it. We just started it. Love it.
So the winner is Rick and Morty.
Okay, fine.
Did you get 3 or 4 votes?
Yeah.
All 4 votes. All
What
4
were you
votes
gonna say?
for Rick and Morty.
I wanted to say there's something like no one's brought up so far.
You said the Inhumans. I'm kicking you out of here.
No. I hope I'm not the only person excited that Mythbusters is finally back.
Oh, you're not.
I mean, that has left such a gap, and I actually had a chance a while back to interview Adam Savage, and I mean this was right after it went off, and there has just been like a hole in my heart for Mythbusters.
Yeah.
And
Shouldn't that fall under Best Geek News?
actually, yeah.
I'll give it a special nod.
All right. There you go.
Best Geek News. Boom. No, it's not that one. Whatever one it is.
Rob.
This one. Yeah.
Hold on, Mythbusters, they took and did a whole thing on Star Trek.
Yes. It's
And they
all
did a
work.
whole thing on Indy.
Yes.
And Jaws and all that.
Which is amazing.
To me, I think it would fit under into that CX category. Because
Best TV show?
yeah.
It's not out right now, but I have to say.
Right, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, but we're talking just last year, in that 12-month period.
Well,
I don't think it makes the list as beating these others, but I think it makes it for best geek news.
Yeah.
It's just like saying that Mystery Science Theater 3000 coming back makes it for best geek news. Well, it's not the best
How did I not have
series.
that on my list? That's got to be on the list.
Number 17 on Scott's series.
It's top 307.
45.
How did I miss Unsolved Mysteries from 40 years ago? Put that one down.
It's the Inca Pyramids version.
From the internet, what are we on? Best TV shows?
Best TV show.
It was Rick and Morty and Stranger Things 2 were the two that just kept coming up. And Stranger Things 2 is amazing. But I think Rick and Morty, for me, it was better. And I definitely think Handmaid's Tale crushes them all. Yeah.
I think with Stranger Things is like, it
No
just has
spoilers.
so much talent with the kids. Like you get that powerful show from kids that,
Oh yeah, just incredible acting and
right.
Fat
Come
Hobbit's
on,
in it.
Fred Howard was great.
Yeah.
He was awesome in that.
Fat Hobbit rules it.
Bill is a treasure.
One Fat Hobbit to rule them all. Bill is a treasure, and so's Bill.
And I don't know who plays a train wreck better than Winona Ryder because she is.
Oh my God.
Wow.
No, she's on
She actually thinks it's real. What's happening is
Who are you?
And I do want to say, David Harbour, if we had
Oh.
Best Actor, I love him on that show so much.
Best hunky train wreck because he's a hunky train wreck too.
I can't wait to see him as Hellboy this year.
Oh, yeah. That was on one of my most anticipated. I was like, I'm going to leave that one off, but him as Hellboy, please. It's going to be great.
That'll be awesome.
And his pop final is holding the coffee cup.
Because he was great in Newsroom. Did you see that on HBO?
No.
He was great.
That's a little too highbrow.
Right, he was really good at it too. So he's a talented guy. So all right, so Rick and Morty wins best TV show.
Wait, which award is it? This one.
So this one. So it's
Yes, this guy.
Yeah, hold on.
Look at the
Hold on.
TV.
Rob gives himself visual cues but doesn't use them.
I made all this and I can't remember.
It is true.
Best TV show 2017 goes to Rick and or Morty.
Oh, sorry, wrong show.
All right, what do we got now?
Worst TV show.
Worst TV show. Scott has 74.
I'm only gonna. I'm gonna go. We're not on TV, so.
We took a break, so we didn't make the list.
I nominate Real Housewives.
Real Housewives. You know what? If YouTube covered
Real Housewives of this
We
week.
said TV, not whatever that is.
We're all here right now.
I know.
Except Kathleen.
What? That's what you need?
All the
The Real Housewives of this week in Geek. That's what I'm saying.
Housewives and Blue
How
Housewives.
soon can we make that a show? Oh my God.
We're
It'll-
here except for
You
Kathleen.
guys are out of here?
It'll all be bleep.
Bye, guys.
What are those bleep holes doing now?
Yeah, right. You guys can record while we're recording. It'd be awesome. So in other words, never.
He just farted again. Oh my God.
Oh, that's, please, that's 24/7.
Start off with this worst TV show.
Worst TV show. This time I am going first.
Again.
No, I did not. And I got 3, and I challenge you to come up with 3 worse than this. Iron Fist, Inhumans, Powerless, that piece of garbage from DC. That one actually is worse than Inhumans. And here's my barometer. I got through 2 episodes of Iron Fist before I went, I'll just come back to this. I got through 20 minutes of Inhumans before I said, I'm not coming back to this. I got through the credits of Powerless and went, what the serious blank. That was it. It's the worst TV show ever. And I watched The View. Okay? That is the worst TV show
But
ever.
you love The View.
No, you.
That's the problem here. Rob,
The Prostitute in Your Eye is
That's a great
Oscar
episode.
worthy compared to this. Look at
Hey,
just mentioning Powerless by Guy
wasn't
Fawkes.
Drake in the grass? I don't know if Rob knows who Drake is.
And what?
Yeah, the blonde kid from Harry Potter.
What the?
Set it up for you real time.
Good.
You throw softballs at Rob, he'll get him. He'll get him.
Biscuit?
I got enough cruise tonight. The Lil's like, I gotta tip this scale. So there you go, those are my three. Iron Fist and Humans Powerless. And they can all win. And suck it, they're the worst.
Oh, there's others.
Wait, I was talking about the worst show.
Worst TV shows.
Luke Cage.
What?
Are you crazy?
I hated that show.
Yeah.
Wait for our binge worthy about Luke Cage to hear us talk.
Yeah.
Martha's she's on the WTF award.
You guys are gonna be surprised, but I halfway agree with her.
That's it.
Oh my god.
It's okay, everyone's entitled.
So the other, what happens wrong in the other half?
Back to Method Man.
What happens amazing is the other half is trash.
Treasure.
No, not a treasure.
Who? Nothing then?
Method Man.
Oh, Method Man, sure, why not?
Did he rap?
Whoever that is.
Exactly.
Yeah, that guy.
He's awesome. So
All right, who's
so
got
I'm going to agree with Inhumans. Just,
How do you not? It was awful.
but I'm throwing two other ones in there because The Mist was unwatchable garbage.
I made it through almost the whole thing. It was so bad.
But
And he loved it.
And
I
he did.
did, it's so bad.
It is so bad. It's a train wreck.
But it's one of those so bad,
It's
it
so-
starts to cross over to good, like when you watch The River. Remember The River?
Yes.
Remember The River? The one where they're on the Nile and there's like monsters and oh man, is that
It's like an
bad?
anaconda bad. But
Chester's Mill? No, what's that one? Under the Dome? It's not that bad. Woo.
and I'm gonna throw in Santa Clarita Diet, that Drew Barrymore disaster. It was.
I've heard a lot of people like it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's awful.
Really?
I mean, bad, poorly acted, no point. I just thought it was awful.
Terrible.
Riverdale.
Not as bad as Powerless.
Not like that.
Rob,
Scott, yeah.
we got back here Iron Fist and Riverdale. We're being.
River Dance.
I said
Michael Flatley is an
I love Michael Flatley is a treasure.
Elizabeth been doing the dance under the table this whole time. You haven't seen it.
You can't
Did
see how
anybody
fast
catch
my
this?
feet are moving right
Did
now.
you see the 20-year tribute to Michael Flatley, which he produced himself? It was great. Oh, it was good.
We're gonna watch it here live.
Okay.
We're doing a rolling sausage party next week. We're gonna watch Michael Flatley.
I was so into River Dance.
I only have two because it's usually I won't watch it if I just don't care about it. And I'm sorry I can't agree with Iron Fist. There's things about it I thought you didn't finish it. I did. It's not great. It's not the worst thing I've seen.
No,
Inhumans is the worst thing I've seen.
Inhumans are probably the worst.
And I watched a few. I think I got through 3.5 episodes.
Oh my gosh.
They're all my DVR. I've been
Mine too.
every
and
time
I
I'm
hate
like,
it.
oh, I'm gonna watch the toys that made us again. I probably watched that.
should have been on best.
But
That's the best show.
You know,
know
that
what?
show, I thought it was canceled before 3 episodes.
No, it
I know.
And then yes, Powerless. And I watched 15 minutes of it, and I'm like, what are you doing? What is going on here?
Mind-numbing horrible.
What is this? And then I wanted to throw my TV out.
Can I just say, for the record,
It's been
I
so
like
good.
garbage too.
I'm like, oh my god, Alan Tudyk, what are you doing?
Oh.
I'll tell you what he's doing.
He's a
Right to the
big
cheese
fan
bag.
guy, though.
He's like, I'm gonna catch this.
He had to pay for condoms somehow.
Pay me in quarters. I don't care. Let's get out of here.
All right, so
Did you get through all yours?
Yeah.
Michael Flatley.
yeah,
So who won?
Well, Scott
did it.
did
Oh, Scott.
You
So
know,
he got 17. Let's strap in, folks.
I just got one, and it's not even a worst. It's just a disappointing. Amazon had their own, had one that they produced. It was from Goro Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki's son, and it's supposed to be this really cool anime. It's narrated by the X-Files woman, Gillian Anderson, running in the robbers' office.
Okay.
And it's a neat setting. It's these robbers, they live in the forest, and they rob nobles. And one of them has a couple, and they have a baby, and all the robbers, they love the little girl, and she grows up. In the second episode, she becomes 5 years old, and they throw her in the forest. And we're like, this makes no sense. And, you know,
Sounds like it.
we can watch trash anime if it's like stupid fun, but
This isn't fun.
it
What it
was,
is stupid.
it was fun and stupid and just disappointing.
All right.
And I have no intentions of finishing it.
All right.
So that was my.
Is that your only one?
That was the only one. And, you know, I'm lazy. Like if I see any hadn't wrestled in any of the shows I even involved. So,
All right.
So why
audience,
Discovery?
what do you guys think? You got one for this?
Star Trek, it's in my blood.
You got your hand up.
Honorable mention, maybe not the worst show on TV, but it's gone into such a tragic decline. The Walking Dead, because
You're right. I stopped watching.
It's not as bad as last season, but I had to run some Slate's coverage on it, and it was painful. Like there's so many gaps.
Yeah,
I still enjoy it, but
I liked this season.
yeah, we like this season better, but I don't think it deserves to be on worse. When you had Inhumans propped up next to it.
Just in terms of decline.
Sure, in terms of disappointment, like you're talking about.
You know how disappointed I am? I haven't even watched The Walking Dead. I read some of the comics, but I heard they killed character X this last season, and I'm like,
Okay, can we get into that for a second? They did not.
I had no interest in
He's not,
watching
character X is not dead. I can prove it, and that's all we have to say.
Oh, did he find another dumpster?
No, like, I'll tell you how I can prove it. Go back and watch the first episode of this last season. That flash forward thing is not, it's real time of what is happening. Everything else we're seeing is a flashback of what happened. In that scene, clearly you hear X's voice speaking. Clearly. We went back and watched it.
It's a hologram.
It's not a dream or anything. You're gonna watch. When they come back, we're gonna find out X is immune or whatever it is.
That
Watch.
said, Fear the Walking Dead has just been fantastic this last season.
This last season, the previous 2 seasons or 3 seasons or whatever.
Well,
Now.
the first season was good.
This season was great though. They're like, hey, let's kill all the main characters. Woo! Loved it. Do it.
Let's do it.
Do it, especially the ones I don't like. All right. Anyone else?
Where's TV show?
All right. So yeah, I'm with you, and the internet was with you too. Iron Fist and Inhumans got it over everything. What do you say? What was it?
Inhumans. We three of us.
Inhumans is a big steaming pile. I'm giving it. I'm giving it because I can't
We're
take
giving
it.
it to John Luke Picard.
The worst TV show of 2017 with a bullet, even worse than Powerless, is the Inhumans. Stop it. Stop making that show. It did. Please. Pretend it didn't happen. Okay.
It will.
All right,
Yeah.
so our next category, we're closing out on positives, so we got rid of all the negatives. But we're going to talk about best villain of 2017, and there were a lot of good villains that day. There were lots of good people out there. I'm going to start, and I'm going to go with. Is it Harry? I can't remember. It's Harry Crumb. Did anybody see the movie Split?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's
James McAvoy.
Kevin Wendell Crumb.
Kevin Wendell Crumb, by far to me the scariest.
Harry Crumb.
Not Harry Crumb.
Yeah, John Candy.
Who's Harry Crumb? I love that movie.
John Candy was
Chris is still mad about that one. He wants the villain.
He was the villain, so he was crazy. And then my other one I only did 2 was Pennywise, because Pennywise was crazy scary.
Yeah, I actually had the same 2. I'm going to add one more in there. The Colonel from War of the Planet of the Apes. That was an astounding villain. Did you guys see that one?
I've got the disc.
Yes, but not. It was, but it wasn't. I thought that was. I was riveted by that character. I was riveted by that film. So
I've got it. I'm gonna watch it.
you're still on like number 3 of the original 60 series.
Hey, Charlton Heston dies in one of them.
Dun, dun, dun. Damn you. So those are my 3: the Colonel, Pennywise, and Kevin Wendell Crumb. They're awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
McAvoy should have won something for that. And
Oh, he was amazing.
He was amazing.
Yeah, he'll get another shot in Mr. Glass. So.
Yep.
What do you got, Scott?
I don't get the dates on these right, but the Lego Batman movie and the Lego Ninjago movie both came out in 17, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the Joker and Garmadon in both of those were just you're not pure evil villains. They were just so much fun to watch than being what they were. Especially the Joker trying to force that connection with Batman in the Lego Batman movie, and forcing that whole meta commentary that people have said for years about how Batman, can't survive without the Joker, and the Joker forcing that discussion in the movie. That was so fun. And Gargadon related in Chicago is also not quite as deep, but also the father-son thing. That was a lot of fun.
You have kids?
But
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm going to become an evil villain just to push my son to be better. But unfortunately, going in that direction, my top one would be, no matter what other faults the movie had, Kylo Ren's character growth.
Yes.
The Last Jedi was amazing.
Yeah, especially after the switch, it gets amazing what happens there. Yeah.
Yeah, Snoke pushes him that one time early in the movie, and you hear the click in Kylo's head of where he just levels himself up and says, I'm going now, and he goes. And
I think he's a legit villain.
Yeah, he is.
Good. Oh well.
All right, so I've got Hela from Thor Ragnarok. Fantastic villain, Kate Blanchett.
Nice treasure. She's treasure. Yep.
I've got the Vulture, Michael Keaton. Probably the second best MCU villain.
All right.
Loki, we're not done with Loki yet. So. And then I got Pennywise. I thought Pennywise was fantastic. I think
I know who won it.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm on Pennywise. He's a treasure.
From the internet, Black Hole Comics said the Vulture. How about you guys? Did we miss one?
Kylo Ren.
That hand's up again.
Kylo.
If it's
I was for you.
No. Two
villains.
Yes. So one, no matter how you felt about Aliens, watching Michael Fassbender, especially the scenes where he played against himself, was really compelling, and he came off really menacing. And I suppose this would be stretching the definition of geek, but a certain someone who played in the movie Get Out, I don't want to give a major spoiler, but a certain someone.
Get Out almost made my best movie too.
Yeah, that was really, the whole key scene was just amazing.
Yeah. You know what? That whole movie is amazing. That whole movie is something else. If you haven't seen Get Out and watch it. I mean, it's done. All right, anyone else? Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok is the Grandmaster kind of
The Grandmaster almost made my list too. Yes, the Grandmaster is a villain. And he almost made my list because we walked out there and all you talked about was the Grandmaster.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum's a lunatic is what he is.
When we came out, I told Martha, because she is a little bored by these movies at this point, and I said, I just want you to see the Jeff Goldblum parts. The rest of it, I don't care. You're going to love this. She hasn't watched it yet, but she will watch that. Just like I need her to see, what's his name in Guardians 2? Mary Poppins, because that's just too much. Michael Rooker.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Kurt Russell wasn't bad for like.
He was
first 20 minutes he was pretty good. He carried
what
it.
he did was pretty bad.
Can I add one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jared Leo's character in Blade Runner.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Blade Runner.
I really thought you were going to say Suicide Squad.
Really thought
No, the true villain in Suicide Squad is the directing.
I don't know. There could be some script issues there too. Who wrote that? I know it's David Ayers.
Yes.
Okay, so do we have a winner?
Oh, Pennywise.
Pennywise wins. Pennywise deserves it. Pennywise is a menacing character. How awesome is that?
I will tell you
how Jake Pennywise does.
I will take it. Pennywise scared me so much when Saturday Night Live did the Kelly Wise takeoff.
Oh my God.
I was scared from that as well.
Right.
Did you see that or not?
I did.
So they did a takeoff with Anderson Cooper and Kelly and Conway as Pennywise. It was fantastic.
So which one was this? Best villain?
Best villain.
Best villain goes to Pennywise. Well deserved, Pennywise. Go eat some kids.
Yes.
Where are we at?
Do some floating.
I keep trying to get my kids to watch it. They won't.
Oh, are we on the G guy?
We are on the G guy. Okay, so this is another one of our special awards. We kind of did a spin-off of the EGOT from that was Tracy.
So there was an episode of
30
This Week in Geek where we started talking about the EGOT, which was on 30 Rock, which is you win an Oscar, Grammy, something. Yeah. And we were talking about that, and we're like, well, there should be a geek one of this, and it became like a 2-hour show of us figuring out the criteria, which we never did, and giving it to everybody who's ever been in something cool. And it became a big joke with us. And then we decided, you know what? We're going to give out a GDOT award to somebody who has it. So the basic idea is they cross platforms. They had to have been in like Star Wars and or Star Trek and or Lord of the Rings,
right?
And like big
stuff. They had to be in a superhero movie, a big name fantasy genre, so like you said, Lord of the Rings,
right?
And then they had to be an iconic character of something else, and
right. So like
B movies or what?
Yeah, I mean like I'm trying to think of somebody who's been in something that we all love. Okay, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily get a GDOT.
Well,
yeah.
He might though.
Yeah.
Because he did.
But
he did Jurassic Park. He did Marvel.
Oh, and he is.
And he might.
He was the Fly too.
He was the Fly. He's in.
All right, that's next year. But he's not getting it. He's not getting it.
I know he's not getting it this year. We already have our winner.
Because we can't have too many treasures today.
So this is the GDOT award. Who wants to announce it? Who it goes to?
Well, so
you didn't hug me, so
I will do this because I was.
Because we were all
So
I'm still jealous of this hug.
We are giving the award to.
We were given squishies by this person.
So we're giving it to Doug Jones this year.
Yeah.
Because he's fantastic and he is a treasure.
He is a treasure.
He's a national treasure.
He's on Discovery.
He's on Discovery.
And everyone talks about how great he is on
So
him.
he's on Discovery. He was Abe Simeon in Hellboy.
Yeah.
He was Silver Surfer.
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water.
He was just in the Golden Globes. He didn't get nominated. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no kidding. So, but Rob and I met
him. He was
Matt
tonight.
But he was doing some. He does a lot of charity work with a lot of theater groups around. He was up at Judson College a few years ago. Rob and I went to meet him, and he couldn't have been a nicer and more gentle person. And like we made sandwiches, and he's like, I would love a wrap, so we made a wrap for him, and he accosted Rob and I.
We have pictures.
We have pictures to prove it.
And he kept calling him smushies. He's like, give me smushies, and he's like hugging us.
Right.
I'm not a hooker. So the fact that I let this all happen,
right? It was fantastic.
Amazing.
He is the muse for Guillermo del Toro. He is in every Guillermo del Toro movie in some form or another.
And he does a hilarious Guillermo del Toro impression.
He does, and he is an incredible character actor. So I thought it would be a good one when Rob and I talked about to be a fit.
Yeah. So he is. Now we in the future may give other GGOTs, but this goes to Doug Jones, the first official winner of GGOT. And I was trying to get him to do an acceptance of it, but he's a little bit busy right now. So I'm going to see if we can get him to do a video of accepting it. I will actually send him something that he can hold and take a video of. So what an amazing dude.
You guys have anything to say about him? I'm sorry, I kind of hogged it. So.
No, I mean, you're right. He's done so many different things, and especially with Guillermo over there, with Hellboy, and now in Shape of Water. And
well, he's in Pan's Labyrinth. He was.
He's in like tons of horror movies. He was in that one that I love, the one that was based on Wreck. Quarantine.
Right.
Yeah.
He was in what was the one that Guillermo did before? Scarlet.
No. The
Crimson Field or something.
Yeah, Crimson Tide.
Yes.
Crimson
Tide. That was yes. Terrifying.
He played the torpedo.
Terrifying.
He could.
But he was in that. He played one of the witches. He's Crimson Peak. He's an amazing guy. Great with his time. Very good. Scott, sorry. Anything?
Yeah. No.
Were you watching the Star Trek, right?
Yeah, we were watching the Star Trek, and he is on. He is the character Saru in Alien, and he's under a ton of prosthetics, but he sells it so well. He is truly an alien character. So many times, that's one of the Star Trek's great on the early years is unless you get a really charismatic actor, then you're just seeing a dude in the latex stuff. But sometimes they'll get somebody who becomes that person, and right away, no matter my other issues with Discovery, Doug Jones as that character was just right there from the start.
he also does a lot of like indie films, and one of the things he said to us, we saw him in this indie film, and I said, how did this happen? I mean, this is some tiny little thing, and he's a big actor.
Yeah, he's as tall
And
as
he
I am,
said,
so.
he goes, we could fit 7 Doug Jones in Chris. And we asked how this happened, and he said, well, I met the guy, the director, at some independent film thing. He came up and talked to me and said, would you be in my film? And he goes, of course, I want to support indie filmmakers. So I said, yes. And he goes, basically, that's what I do. If you ask me, if I can have room in my schedule, I'll do anything because I love to support people. And I'm like, what a sweet dude. And then he gave an amazing performance. And I want to highlight another one. This is going to be completely not politically correct. I'm just throwing up the warning flag right now. He's on a web series, one episode of The Retarded Policeman, it's called. I told you it's not politically correct. You got to see this. I asked him about it, and he said it's the guy who plays the policeman has special needs. His brother is the director in real life. The guy who's special needs actually writes the show with his brother. It's hilarious, and I mean, you feel awful sometimes watching it, so I don't. But the Doug Jones episode you have to see, because this policeman walks up, and Doug Jones, who is a mime in real life, that's where he started, is a mime sitting in the middle of the street. So when the policeman walks up and he's like, pull over. He's miming everything. It's the funniest thing. And like, I'll put it up, he's like, put down your window. It's like, there's no window. He's miming in the middle of the street. It's amazing. And his physical performance is just astounding. And I asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, I was a little weirded out at first because they're the sweetest guys in the world. They understand we're probably going to have to change the name of the show at some point. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So there you go. That is the G-God goes to Doug Jones. All right.
Oh, sorry, I even had some pictures for it. I apologize. All these characters.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is the fancy. Oh, no, not that.
Wait, you didn't pull one up of them squishy?
No, I did not.
No, I can show you that on my phone.
I'm still upset that I was not there.
Scott will switch you later. All right, so let's move on. Oh, Elliot, and you guys understand this. We did a thing earlier, which was the Lifetime Achievement Award. It's for something that you think should be part of the Geek canon, kind of like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We gave 4 already, and they're all in. I expect it from you guys, so think about it.
This year only, or?
No, this is Lifetime.
This is Lifetime.
So like
Who's
Nintendo,
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher, the MCU.
And Middle Earth, J.R. Tolkien.
Okay, so if you say Middle Earth, Elliot, you're copying. All right,
Or confirming.
or confirming.
Because
Yeah.
great minds think alike, so.
That's right. So there we go. So we'll get to you guys, but let's move on here. Next category,
Best hero of the last year.
best hero. All right, who's going first?
Hello, what do you got?
See, this is tough because there's heroes that had movies this year that hold a special place in my heart, like Spider-Man and Guardians. But I'm gonna take them off my list, and I'm gonna go with my number 1 hero of the year is Steve from Stranger Things.
Wow.
Dude, he was
You know what? You just knocked
because you
two
know what?
off my list.
Here's the thing, like in season 1, I did not like Steve. I didn't care for Steve. And then Steve became my favorite character in season 2.
Okay, but is it Steve or is it Steve's hair?
Well, Steve's hair is fantastic.
It's a national
Domino's
treasure.
commercials.
It's the fair falsity.
I do think that the Domino's commercials before season 2 helped, but no, I thought his character
Yeah, is it the Farrah Fawcett spray? Is that the Farrah
That was
Fawcett?
awesome.
Only 4 puffs.
I mean, it was a great. I mean, like I can't wait to see. I'm hoping he's back in season 3. I know he's supposed to however they bring it in. I thought Steve was fantastic.
And he took a beating like a champ.
He did multiple times. I mean,
Yep.
So Steve is my my number 1.
Wow. That was a powerful one. It bumped people off my
like
list.
a treasure award. Like,
Oh, a little special treasure award.
He is a treasure.
So-
you get to with an ascot with a pipe. My national treasure today.
My number 2 hero of the year is Thor. Because I thought he was fantastic. I thought Chris Hemsworth was fantastic.
Yes.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I thought it took, and I don't want to say dull character because I love the character from the beginning. I love the Marvel Universe, but it took a character that most people didn't really like or care about the movies and stuff, and kind of leaped him to that top level echelon.
Absolutely.
And I like that they brought the humor into it. Some of the jokes were a little much, but I thought he played it great and he came into his own really in Ragnarok, and I thought he was fantastic. And then my third was going to be Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She had 10 movies. The only reason Justice League was any good was because of her. And I mean, she basically saved PBS for me. Wonder Woman was a fantastic movie. And she deserves everything, all the accolades that she's getting for it. So those are my top 3.
Chris?
Okay, I'm going to agree. I'm going to I think Gal Gadot deserves that. I mean, best hero of the year. I think she'd be my number 1. I'm going to go Stranger Things, but I'm not going to do Steve because Steve was great. But I'm going to say Finn. Is it Finn Wolfhard? Is that how you say his name?
Oh, yeah,
not only was he in that, but he was in it, and he was fantastic in both. So I think from doing double duty, that is fantastic. And then I got to give Yondu a nod, just because came through at the end. Michael Rooker's fantastic.
I love Michael Rooker.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it to him, but that would be about it. So.
Scott?
17 people on this list too?
No, I
Some obscure anime character?
well,
The horse had ran from.
I wanted to throw in, this is more of a special mention, Captain Underpants. From the books to the movies.
You said you liked that movie. You said
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Just hit Netflix,
The
actually.
books are hilarious, and the movie, it took from a couple different books, but it had a lot of that same charm and that heart, and it was a lot of fun to watch that movie.
All right.
And then my other, I would say Rey from The Last Jedi.
It's a good call.
As much as people disliked what they did with the Luke character in that, seeing Daisy Ridley as Rey playing off of that difficult character and saying, you need to be better than this, I want to be better than this, I'm going to be better than this without you if you're not going to help me. And seeing her push herself and then dealing with, my nomination for Best Villain, dealing with Kylo, trying to pull him, dealing with, that fight scene with those two in the throne room, which is just amazing. And her just telling him to buzz off, when he's making that offer. So those are my heroes.
Those are it?
Yeah.
Those are it. Welcome to the later part of the evening where I don't speak English. All right, my best hero. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Caesar in War of Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah.
Playing Search was amazing.
Yeah.
And I thought that the character arc was amazing. I'm crying over CGI 8 at the end of that movie. That was beautiful. I bumped Tom Holland's Spider-Man, even though I thought he did a killer job for Steve from Stranger Things a little. But clearly, number 1, head above everybody else, Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
The Wonder Woman movie, and there are flaws in it. They're not her. She was amazing in that. And Justice League, I liked it when I saw it. I didn't love it. It's just like BVS. Over time, I became less and less enamored with it. It took a little longer with that one than it did Justice League. I think I walked out of here and went, okay, no, I hate it. Didn't hate her in either one. And I actually waited for the scenes with her in Justice League. She made that movie for me. So I say Wonder Woman, number 1. According to the internet, Wonder Woman. All right, so what do you guys think? Who gets best hero? Are we right? We didn't say who it is. Who is it? No, go ahead. What's the audience say?
Anybody else?
Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman?
Luke Skywalker.
Luke
When
Skywalker.
you talking about Rey, I thought that scene was
Skywalker
unbelievable.
gets it for
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but see,
That was great.
half the world thinks you're wrong. They think Luke Skywalker's a punk now. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're wrong. So yeah, it's Wonder Woman. Oh wait, you got your hand up.
Definitely Wonder Woman, but can I say some honorable mentions?
Let's hear some honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. Finn from The Last Jedi for having to suffer through a mediocre arc and still be willing to almost make a sacrifice at the end.
That is the definition of an honorable mention.
Adam Driver's abs, because if you notice, Ray really started to try to turn him after she saw them, so that precipitated the whole thing.
Hey, Tyler.
Will from Stranger Things because of all the crap he's had to suffer through for like the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And Admiral Akbar because I live in a world in which it wasn't some new character that did the whole
I know, it was him, right?
It was Admiral Akbar.
Yeah.
Well, I think he hasn't been exposed to the sun very much, so his coloring was awful.
And it happens with
prosthetic.
It's a trap.
That's right. All right, so the winner, Chris?
The winner is Gal Gadot.
Boom!
And
Well deserved, especially in this year with all this controversy and everything. I mean, to step it up and have a female superhero own it, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, I think we got
Our last category.
one more category, and then we're talking to you guys. Last category, best movie. Yikes. This is going to be interesting. It's not going to be Transformers, spoiler.
You could win a Razzie and a Twiggy.
Let's start on that end, and we'll just go right down the line. Best movie 2017. Obviously, we're not going for what the Oscars are. These are geek movies. Yeah, let's hear it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, no.
Spider-Man, just say it.
Let's say it. Spider-Man: Homecoming is number 3.
Number 3. Wow. Okay.
Number 2 for me was Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
And number 1 for me was Logan.
Oh. Yeah.
I think Logan came out early. People forget that Logan happened this year.
I did for a while.
And
Yeah.
Logan was fantastic. It was a fantastic send-off.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman is a treasure.
Wait, Patrick Stewart was way better than that movie.
Well, Patrick Stewart was great too.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart could have been best villain.
He could have been.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I just think Logan deserves the Geek Movie Award for the year. I think it gets overlooked, and I'm not saying that other movies were better.
Logan does, or the character Wolverine? Because you had said at one point you thought.
Well, I thought
for the lifetime.
My lifetime achievement initially, I was thinking it's going to be Logan and Wolverine and Hugh Jackman playing that role because it was his last role. But now I'm hearing rumors that Chris Hemsworth has been calling him like daily to come back.
Wait a minute.
You did not predict anything.
Oh wait!
He
This is
did
another
predict.
prediction.
He did predict that kind of.
A lot.
All right.
So, watch me get it
He
right.
saw it on Futurama. So
That's right.
The Simpsons probably said it.
Would Adam Driver be a National Treasure chest? Isn't it? Okay.
Hey, your picks are very marvelous.
I know. I'm the Marvel fanboy. I know.
Really?
I get it.
I never
It's
got
who I am. I can't stop believing the Marvel.
Most anticipated movie, Spider-Verse.
I can't wait for that.
See, I knew it.
You don't even know.
I actually,
I've seen it like a dozen times.
I know, it's amazing. Go ahead, Scott.
Scott.
Okay, I have 4.
Why?
The Lego Batman movie has to be at least a mention.
It's the best Batman.
Will Arnett is just right behind Kevin Conroy as the best Batman. And you never.
What? George
Wait a
Clooney? Come on.
And you're gonna throw
Christian Bale.
No, Adam West under the bus. The guy died this year.
Yeah.
Give him a lifetime.
Okay.
He gets a lifetime achievement.
Because he gets
Sonically.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so bringing in so many elements of its own history and having to face those ghosts of its own past for a kid's Batman movie.
Sure.
And still making it fun was a great achievement. Next, of course, is Logan. A great one. I do watch all the X-Men movies, so I'm caught up on those.
You're being tortured by terrible continuity.
Right.
You won't
It's
watch the
wiggly.
Marvel universe.
I want to watch. We will.
We will.
But the X-Men timeline is just kind of
It's
just kind of wibbly wobbly. We deal with it. But yeah, Logan was just an incredible story, and Patrick Stewart and the little girl, packed me so much emotion.
X-23.
X-23.
Yep.
The Last Jedi, I mentioned earlier, I had it on my best and worst list because there's so many 10 out of 10 scenes and so many 2 out of 10 scenes that it just feels all over the place, but it's still a great story.
Just the worst chase scene in movie history.
Yeah, so many missed opportunities there, but then still so many things where it's just perfect. And then others where you're like, just get on with it. So that's why it's not number one. I'm putting Blade Runner 2049 as my number one. It just astonishing how well it recaptured the feel and the look of the original film and aged it, you know, logically 30 more years. And the look of it and how the characters were and having, you know, the character be what he was and just saying outright that's how we're doing it and joy and, you know, Harrison's part of it was awesome too. That's my number one.
All right, so when I made my list, I had my list in my head for so long, and I completely spaced my number one until right now, so I had to bump somebody. I'm going to name 4, but I'm going to start at the bottom. So at the bottom, believe it or not, I put Blade Runner, and I don't think it deserves to be the bottom, but of these movies, it made the bottom, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I loved Blade Runner. I thought it was an astounding film. I put Wonder Woman at number 3. It's got some uneven moments, but No Man's Land is one of the best things I've ever seen on a screen, and Gal Gadot owned it. The villain sucked. War for the Planet of the Apes, I've said it 3 times tonight. I will not stop beating that drum. What a great, great movie. But number 1 clearly is Logan.
All right.
Logan is astounding. And that I don't know if you guys watched the noir version, the black and white version. Even better.
Yeah, even better.
Even better.
So good.
It's unbelievable. I mean, go.
Yeah, you know what? This is going to be a tough one for me. I'm going to start at the bottom. I thought it was absolutely amazing as a movie. I thought it was, I'm not a big horror person, and I thought it was just fantastic. Pennywise was incredible. The kids were great. I just loved how it flowed. I thought it was it was one of the movies that lived up to every single bit of the hype and exceeded it. I thought this year, and that's a lot because there's a lot of hype out there. I'm going to say Blade Runner because again, like what you said, Scott was saying, it captured Blade Runner, and I remember seeing it.
Sure did.
In '83, I remember seeing it and being mesmerized by what's going on, and it was just great. Harrison Ford was great. Jared Leto was amazing in this movie. They were just fabulous, and there were all the clues there.
Yeah.
For everything that was happening.
Well, plus they resolved stuff in the first movie. They were just
Right.
like, hey, we're going to flip some cards for you, which I really enjoyed.
Right, and Batista was great in the beginning, that whole thing, and it changed a lot, so I thought that was great. But I gotta throw Logan in there. I mean, Logan was just the perfect ending to him. That Logan was such an iconic character, even through some of the bad, through his origins, which was not great. I mean, it was obviously bad, but what an unbelievable ending. And Patrick Stewart
It's also an incredible standalone film.
Right.
They could make more Wolverine stuff, and it doesn't ruin anything. It's a standalone, amazing piece of work.
And
Amazing acting.
it's well directed, it's well acted, it's a great story. It isn't like, oh, we need a reason to put Jean Grey and everybody in there.
Right.
They had everybody in a place, and I loved where Charles Xavier went. I loved where he went. I love where he went with X-24. It's just great. So I would think
That's a
that
workout program. X-23 is.
X-23. Sorry. X-24 is the other one. I'm sorry. That's the villain.
That's the sequel.
No, that's the villain in the movie. X-24. I'm sorry.
Okay, maybe you haven't seen the show before I joke around. Is that it?
So
what?
Let's get some
the car feedback.
Anyway.
Best movie.
What best movie? Is there something we missed?
Cars 3.
Cars
The
3.
most flawless film of the whole year.
On all the internet? I didn't get that one on here. Now, were you a fan of the other Cars movies?
Yes. Every
Okay.
Cars movie is good, but
You
just
mean the
like
other two?
Pixar, every Pixar sequel shows you that the series couldn't exist without it. You think that there's no reason to keep going until you see the next one, and you go, of course, it had to go this way. Because
Right. I didn't see this one yet, but I heard it was good.
Yeah, but
Awesome.
for a Pixar movie, I mean, if you're gonna go Pixar, Coco.
Oh, gosh.
Way better.
Coco and Blade Runner are the two that got all the votes online.
Yeah, Coco.
Yes, Coco was amazing. Everybody seen Coco? The story was great. What a wonderful movie. A national treasure.
National treasure.
It's-
We're gonna get a gold big cage.
We're
We're gonna give that out.
Next year, the Golden Cage.
The golden cage is a national treasure.
Sure. Well, how about Riley? Can we get a Riley statue? That would be even better.
There you go.
That's a
Riley.
sidekick. That's a sidekick guy.
Oh. How obscure was that?
That's
You're watching it today or something?
I look at them. Those are great.
All right.
Who else feels that?
Well, those is a little much.
You might be overextending
good.
this.
There's good parts in the second one.
First one's great though. First one's a blast.
Yes.
Alright, we're not up here.
All right.
To
Anybody
make
else?
national treasure. Any other movies?
Unpopular opinion, but I really enjoyed the Power Rangers movie that came out.
Oh,
That isn't unpopular.
I'm actually shocked that Rob didn't have that on his list, or for best TV, Fuller House. Rob loves Full House.
No.
John Stamos. He's
Oh.
a treasure, though.
No,
I thought you were saying-
How does
I
Stamos?
thought you were saying Dave
That's
Cooley,
amazing.
the Olsen twins.
Did somebody open a bag of dirty diapers? Because PU, that is the worst.
How rude.
Any other movies?
We still think that's bad.
I'll tell you the only good thing to come out of Full House is the parody version of it on BoJack Horseman, which is amazing. Anybody watch that? A little bit. It's amazing. Yep. And if you're not watching it, when this is over, go home and watch it. You've got a whole watching list ahead of you. Is that it?
So you're supposed to watch Inhumans, is that it?
No.
Yes.
I wanted to say one more honorable mention. It is one we mentioned earlier, and I'd say honorable mention simply because it doesn't really emphasize its sci-fi themes, but it is still technically a science fiction movie. Would be Get Out, but because it doesn't emphasize it, I say
It doesn't need to
honorable
be
mention,
sci-fi.
but it's still a great movie.
And it really teetered in being on my list. Get Out was a great film. A lot of fun.
Loved it.
You saw that one.
Is that the one you just had me watch?
Yes. You didn't like it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, don't ask her.
I don't think I did.
That's why.
I don't remember actually.
That's why she isn't up there.
That's why she said she liked Luke Cage. But we won't talk about that tonight.
Oh, no, I
we
have,
won't.
I have lots of.
We have lots of thoughts about that one.
I love
Stop it.
Really?
Yeah, you like Full House too. Yeah.
Something wrong with Full House.
Thoughts on the Happy Death Day?
I don't know the Happy
No, I
Death.
haven't seen it yet.
None of you guys have seen it?
No, it's good.
What's it called?
Happy Death Day is a horror movie that came out on Netflix.
I mean, the only way I can describe it was Groundhog Day with murder.
Ned
That might
Ryerson?
be it.
Ned?
Is Bill Murray in the
Ned
movie?
Ryerson?
Sadly, he is not.
Or Andy McDowell. If either of them are in, it's a victory.
But I mean, it was good enough.
Or
for
Malcolm
us to-
McDowell.
I will
He's not
see.
making best film though.
It's not good, so.
So stop it. All right. Is that it? Is that it? So what won, Chris?
So the winner was Logan.
Logan wins! Best movie 2017. If we're wrong, you can write Scott. That's Scott is smart. All right, so we got wrap up time. I want these guys to come up. Do you guys have anything else? You want to wrap it up? You got anything more?
Just something else I thought of.
Star Wars. And
Chris was talking about Blade Runner. I never saw the original Blade Runner in the theater. I grew up watching it on, I'd see it on TV, and it'd be the late night showings, and you'd be half asleep, and you'd be in that.
That's me in every movie I
and you'd
see.
be in that dream state, and you have those incredible visuals, that whole visual of that movie, and it just get into your brain cycles, and it becomes part of your psyche like that. And just with one viewing of the new Blade Runner movie, it was able to tap into that feeling again of being half asleep, watching the Saturday Night Late Show,
Yeah.
Blade Runner on TV, and that was one of the reasons that, I nominated for my best, is it got that feeling.
It tells you how strong these best movies are when
Yeah.
it made number 4 for me.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Blade Runner fan. If you ask me tomorrow, these all might change. Except Logan's still going to be number one, I think. Yeah, I loved it. You got any other thoughts?
No, I just, we did a little thing. We want to thank all of our fans. Even though we haven't been online much as This Week in Geek, we've been tweeting and doing some other things and doing some
Yeah,
viewers
follow
list-
us on Facebook, because we do a lot on Facebook.
And Twitter.
Get in conversation with us. Yeah, we have Twitter also, at SMG_twig.
I want to thank everybody for what we're doing.
Yes, but I want to bring up our special guest on the roundtable.
Let's do it. Hey, hello, could you pull this thing on that open side for me? You see the little...
Get up here. Get up here.
Okay, sure. Oh no, there's not a microphone.
So, do we have a seat? Somebody, get Elliot a seat.
No, I'm fine.
He's actually cosplaying Horatio Sandoval tonight. I had to, Elliot. I've been holding that one. You have to like it, though, right? Yeah, you know why you're here. You're here because we're going to talk Star Wars. That's why you're here. So, introduce yourselves. We've got very special guests. This was our first time doing the awards, so we invited them to be presenters, but then there's nothing to present. So, we decided, let's do a little roundtable. Let's kind of chat and hang out with kind of the Geek Illuminati of Chicago.
We control everything.
We do. Well, or we watch it. You on the end.
I'm Elliot Serrano, formerly of the Chicago Red Eye and the Geek to Me blog and column. Red Eye is dead now. Unless I'm over silence.
Which said the red eyes closed.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But currently freelancing, most recently writing the Grumpy Cat comic book.
You've got Grumpy Cat fans out there.
Yes. Before that, I did the Army comic book. And hopefully working on some new things in 2018. So.
And he has great social media with his cat Sinbad.
Oh, that's right. My cat is way more famous than I am.
Yes. I love your cat.
Sinbad the Survivor.
Yes.
He has fans all over the world. I just actually, this past week, I got messages from Norway.
Oh, wow.
Now, remember how Norway, Norwegians don't want to come here.
I was going to make the dirtiest joke. My kids' earmuffs.
But they love my cat.
Mine have heard worse.
So yeah, Sinbad the Survivor. Follow him on Instagram and on Facebook, where this cat is famous. We'll be doing t-shirts soon.
You guys, the story is absolutely amazing. And from just knowing from Elliot and what he went through in the beginning and then how it took off, it is an amazing story. And you're an awesome guy for posting it and taking him in and having him become part of your life. So thank you.
I'm fortunate to have him. Thank you.
And next to you.
Rocky, Geeks Go.
And Monica Gonzalez, now actually Pep Rocky. So, yeah, we're from geeksofgoga.com. We do a lot of things and some promotions.
Yeah, definitely follow Geeks of Go-Go because they put all the events, they put reviews. It's fantastic. And then we hang out at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Do you guys know each other?
No.
Now you do.
But now we know you have.
BFFs.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
I've watched the episodes of Saturday Night Live. Oh, wait.
Oh! Yeah, you seen me on Fallon? Come on.
Oh, one more thing too.
Yeah.
We've started doing discounts for geeks.
Okay.
So if we're trying to put out as much discounted tickets for events and shopping too.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like you've had, I think, did you have C2E2 or something recently?
We have
Or was one of the
discount
cons?
tickets for Potted Potter, which is closing
That was what I
on
saw.
January 21st.
Saw that yesterday.
And also for Heroes and Villains, and who's the other one? Heroes and Villains, and
Did you anime? I can't remember. I remember seeing it. I can't remember.
there's
Sorry.
another con, but it's on our Facebook page, so find more at geeksofgoga.com.
All right. So basically, since we're not doing the presenting thing, you guys have the list of some of the categories we have here. I just kind of want to get your thoughts, what you guys think off the top of your head. That's how our show usually works. Tonight we were actually kind of prepared. Which out of 3 years of doing the show, first time. So
Thank you, Chris.
yeah, I know it's typed up. You typed it up. And then I handwrote scribbled on mine.
There's also less heckling from the crowd this time.
Oh, it's coming.
I'll get it in the car.
We're gonna kick Rob outside. We're gonna just kick him down.
The wives are always angry.
So, if you have any thoughts on any of these categories, spit them out. Otherwise, no matter what, I want to see what you guys would say for the lifetime achievements. And it can be, like I said, it can be a person, it can be a character, it can be a company, it can be whatever. Something you think that has defined you as a geek or as a geek culture touchstone.
Our choice was Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
He's
Boy, he deserves it. He's actually up for a EGOT probably in the next year or two.
I was gonna nominate Chris Pine for EGOT, but I think like Patrick Stewart, whatever. But Patrick Stewart has been with.
You don't want us to vote down Chris Pine, so let's avoid that one. But Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart is in a lot of geek movies and TV series and whatnot. So.
Yeah, American Dad. He's the head of the CIA.
So you go right to American Dad?
He was Jean-Luc Picard.
It's like, let's see, it was Charles Xavier and Jean-Luc Picard. Hey, American Dad.
Wait,
He's great.
hold on. Okay.
Rob,
Bill.
He
Bill.
probably had a Lils, which is.
Oh, yeah.
He also voiced a pile of poop in the Emoji Movie, so
Yeah.
that gives him all the credit in the world. So
He's Picard. He's poop.
There you go. Can you hear me now? Yeah, it's omnidirectional, so you want to talk right into it.
All right.
Even though I turned this way. Okay.
podcasting 101.
Yeah. So you're saying Patrick Stewart. So Patrick Stewart definitely gets, which one is it? I forget. This one, right? No, this one.
That one.
Lifetime Achievement Award. We don't know who this is. It's not Dead Man. It's some DC character that has chest hair.
Oh, wow.
See?
It's 70s man.
If it was Dead Man, I'd have been like, yes, but it is not. He had a blue and white costume and chest hair.
This isn't the Super Adaptoid? No, that's Marvel. The DC version of the Super Amazo.
Is that Amazo?
I think this is Amazo.
That would be very impressive. Elgin just got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I'm pretty sure this is Amazo.
All right, well, we'll look it up. But I know it's DC because of on the shoe. That's all I know. So yeah, Patrick Stewart, for sure. Either one of you have one?
I've got one, and I'm glad you guys nominated a person instead of a character, because I was going to say Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, legit.
Mark Hamill right now, not only because of, this past year, 2017 was, or at least since 2017, so much has come out about The Last Jedi and his back and forth with Rian Johnson on the film, and so much that was, with all the controversy surrounding the film, and him saying he wasn't pleased with what they were doing with Luke, but it was his job to bring that story to the screen. It wasn't his story. He says it's not. He doesn't consider the character he played in The Last Jedi to be Luke, as he's always done. He wasn't like Jake Skywalker. But still, probably putting on like Harrison Ford in The Force Awakens, giving pretty much his best Han Solo. Mark Hamill was an incredible Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi, even considering he wasn't crazy about the script. So, fine. But even more so, I'm sorry if for some folks who might be a little offended by this, but oh my God, Mark Hamill is trolling our current president on Twitter so bad. And I know there's some folks who take exception to that. I think it's hilarious. And he does it in a way that's really quite, it's funny. And because before that I was going to say Chris Evans, because Chris Evans is pretty much becoming Captain America. Right. Especially with what he's doing on social media. But Mark Hamill right now doing everything.
And let's not forget the Joker.
Yeah.
I mean, his portrayal of the Joker is what we think of when we think of the Joker. That's a pretty big accomplishment for voice acting.
I know when I went to the Justice League ride at Great America, you see the video with the Joker go, oh, that's Mark Hamill's Joker. So he's everywhere. So you have, and when you consider not only did Mark Hamill, work in Star Wars films, he's pretty much been, he's like the Kevin Bacon of sci-fi.
He's great on the Flash.
The Flash.
The fact that he played that character in
Oh, he played a brain trickster.
in the old version of the Flash, then he comes back and his performance is fantastic. And Corvette Summer, let's not forget.
He was in Kingsman too, right?
Kingsman?
Yeah, he's really good at that too.
He's met Peter Cushing, so he's also met one of the doctors in Doctor Who. I mean, the guy is everywhere.
Yeah.
He did that sci-fi show with Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. I'm drawing a blank on the actor's name. But again, he's...
Zachary, I can't remember Zach Smith.
No, but I can do the impression.
It's Zach Smith, isn't it?
Come on. Okay. That's terrible. Hey.
So,
Terrible impression.
And of course, you know, he is there pretty much pushing geek culture, all his YouTube shows. You know,
he's written comic books, and they're good.
Yeah. So I got to.
They're no Grumpy Cat, come on, but they're really good.
No, don't give him that idea, because then I'm out of a job. So yeah,
Mark Hamill. Lifetime Achievement Award, absolutely.
That's more of a geek guy.
No.
Not what I call it.
It's different. The G God or the G God, I don't know, we made it up. Bill, what do you got?
Kind of a bit more obscure and
That doesn't sound like you, Bill.
Yeah, right. So, Admiral Adama, Edward James Olmos. That was
yeah.
He's a great character, fantastic acting, way better than some other famous starship captains out there. Anyway,
why do you hate Warren Green so much?
And he came back as Colonel Sanders in the new Blade Runner movie too. So that was pretty good. No one
The chicken to say anything about it. So. Someone had to fill in for you.
Somebody opened up their bank and first again.
Yeah, just great character. I love that show. I just rewatched it recently. It's fantastic. Forgot how much I love the show.
I think Edward James almost the actor deserves it.
Yeah. The actor, sir.
Right.
Yeah, like
it's not the character of the Captain on it's him.
Yeah. That's what I would give. I mean, he deserves it for his performance in should I say Geek Medium?
Yeah. Have you guys ever met him?
No, I hear he's a really nice guy.
I had the opportunity to meet him, and he's not amused. I'll say that. So I'm sitting there making jokes, and he's just staring at me like, okay.
As you
not any different than here. But he was so nice. And like afterwards I said, hey, I'd love to have you on my podcast. He goes, you can contact me. You should be on the podcast. I was like, wow! And I was too intimidated to ever call him. So he was not laughing at things, but he is just like genuinely cool. Sweet guy. Yeah, I'm up for that one. Yeah. Did you meet him?
I didn't go because it wasn't that up in Madison and I had to work. I think it's when we just opened.
Yeah.
So I was upset because I really wanted to see him. Because I agree. I'm rewatching Galactica. I love the more recent version. It's fantastic. So it was
He's very much a political activist too. He's involved with the Waterkeepers Alliance. They're the conservation group that goes to preserve, water sources throughout the country and keeping them preventing them from being exploited. And he follows me on Twitter. So.
That's a plus, right?
Actually, it's your cat that he follows.
Everyone follows me.
They should.
Yeah, it's about my cat, don't mean it, but I have folks with the Star Wars story group who follow my cat and like his photos. Do they look at my Instagram? No, that's my cat.
Tell Sinbad to throw in a good word for you.
Yeah, really.
You might know somebody who runs his Twitter account. I'm just saying.
It's a cat. No, I couldn't help it. I'm so bad, Elliot.
At least you avoided the Alf joke.
I would love to do some Alf if we could fit that in right now. I love it. Really? My voice is all shot. Otherwise, I would totally be doing some Alf and eating cats. So, all right, guys, we got our nominations. We got our awards in there. Did we give this one? Edward James Olmos. Okay.
Very good.
So, what did you guys think was the best movie? Oh, I got a better one. Think about that. I don't know. Are you a tabletop gamer at all?
No.
Yes,
I played one tabletop.
Yeah, you played.
You played Dragon Age, right?
Dragon Age.
what was the best tabletop game this year?
Oh man.
Bill is a big tabletopper,
Yes,
and Monica does a great Bob Ross.
Well, I was gonna say this Bob Ross was actually
You think that was the best?
a really good tabletop game.
For board games,
For
yeah. That
board
might
games.
it was
Just
pretty-
because it kind of like, I mean, who does not like Bob Ross? And just having him come to life in that whole game.
It's awesome.
It's,
So Buffy game background.
yeah, so basically you need to beat Bob Hall.
Something spilled.
It's your daughter.
Oh.
She's been drinking early.
That table is cut off.
Permanently.
So the Bob Ross game, yeah, like you're painting one of Bob's paintings. You roll some dice. You pick up cards with paints and brushes on them, and you have to place them on your palette and play them all to paint like a future of the game, like what that.
Pretty trees.
Yeah,
Clouds or whatever.
basically you're kind of like painting
But it's
his painting.
a fun game.
It is a fun game. It's actually really cutthroat. It's called Bob Ross: The Art of Chill, but there's nothing chill about it.
Awesome.
Because you're
At
all-
each other's throats. The first time we played this, yeah, I mean, we saw it at Gen Con and it looked so weird. You probably
Yeah,
saw it.
I saw it too. I didn't.
Yeah, we were walking around like, what is that? A Bob Ross game? Really?
Yeah.
We tried it. It was a lot of fun.
It just it was great though when they were debuting the game. The people that were showing off the game all had the big froze, and they were walking around with the thing like, you know what? I really want this game. This is awesome. Okay, now we're on to movie. Best movie. Elliot's like dishing off.
I'm gonna say Thor Ragnarok. I'm surprised you guys didn't talk about it.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok.
I tried.
Thank you. No, the Grandmaster. I'm gonna say the Jeff Gold blew me away.
Somebody made a worse joke than I did.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, Jeff Goldblum was fantastic. I couldn't believe how good he was.
It was great in that movie. Yes.
He really stole the show. I mean, it was a very weighty film. There's a lot of depth and destruction in it, and things that are very important in the Thor storyline. Like everything was different.
A lot of good setup for Infinity War. Too.
Yeah, like it's set up a lot for Infinity War, but it's still hilarious and lighthearted somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how they pulled it off, but yeah.
For me, are you good?
Go for it.
For me, like I really like Wonder Woman, not because she's
Yeah.
my favorite.
No, it was a great movie.
It was such a great movie, down to the very detail of the costume from the mascara and how they how a whole place like came to life and every single detail that they put onto like the set was just amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I love it. It made my list. All right, Elliot. Can't dodge this one now.
It's funny because I'm listening to you guys talk, and it's weird. You know, we do have a very short, short-term memories for crap these days. You know, 2017 had a lot of really good DC movies. And the movie, you know, the year started, and whatever came out that particular week was the greatest movie ever.
Not Transformers.
I know. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember that huge buzz. They called us here in Chicago when they did the big opening down at the Civic Opera House. I was working by there.
Not every buzz is a good buzz.
Yeah,
I'll just tell you that.
I know. And then there's the morning after.
That's right.
Right. To me, I would have given it to Blade Runner 2049 had it been just 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
We didn't need so many long extended shots of spinning cars
I
flying.
gotta spend another hour. Spend another hour in there.
I agree.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because we all
It
saw
was
it
too
together,
long.
and we walked out and went like, "That was so fast." It could have been so much longer for us.
My bladder did not agree with it. That's why you don't get the super Coke, you know, before the movie. It's like, okay, I have no idea when I can go to the bathroom right now.
I'm sensing a theme here because I think I got a text from you about Star Wars.
Yeah, same with the Last Jedi.
Same thing said it there.
I am not exaggerating, and I need to bring like absorbent underpants when I go to these movies because I almost lost it at the end. I mean, I was like, guys, let's get to the end.
You should be able to get that into the casino chase scene.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Actually,
know.
that's what I did. I ended up going to the back side. I was like, I can't just say, well, I gotta go.
She left, yeah, like right at the casino scene.
Yep.
And when she came back, they're in the fields after the chase or something like that.
So it was an awesome movie for you.
Yes.
You know
right?
that there's a built-in 20 minutes in Star Wars where you can just walk
I
away.
guess. Well, now I know. But in Logan, yes, an incredible film. The only problem I had with it was, I'm sorry, am I spoiling this if I give the detail here? Is anyone not?
No, they're not listening to us.
All right. I just had an issue with the Logan clone, the young Wolverine. Like, it's like, okay, I mean, if you go from the theme that it's the Western where it's, the young shootist going after the old gunslinger, and it's thematically it's Logan's past coming back to haunt him, and pay the price you pay, right, for living that type of life. And then, of course, that scene when Xavier says, Logan, this is what we want, this is what we fight for, enjoy it while you have it, when he's in the bed. Right. And it's a heartbreaking scene, because I'm there going, I knew right then and there, they're all going to die.
Yeah.
When I saw it, they're all going to die.
You couldn't tell it from the poster.
Well, yeah.
Everybody's dying in this movie.
But so that if it wasn't clone Logan,
Logan.
I probably would have liked Logan a lot more. So the only movie I left 2017 actually happy, Thor Ragnarok. I walked out going, oh, it's a fun movie.
That was a little stiff.
If we had left you, if we had them up here, this would have been a different place.
Watch it.
Interesting.
Because
Thor was great.
No, but you guys were saying, you guys said it raised the stakes for Thor, and I kept waiting for them to hit that reset button at the end, and they never do.
Yeah.
They leave Thor kind of in a different state from where it was before, and I thought that was pretty impressive.
So now you've spoiled
By the way, and he can see dead people. The whole time Jeff Goldblum is actually a ghost.
And if you see during this hour, they take the soldiers away from Dunkirk. See, the thing is, I thought Thor was good. I thought Jeff Goldblum's acting was great. I didn't think it had anything to do with Thor.
Yeah.
Because it just was like, we have this great comedy scene, we're just going to throw 20 minutes of Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum, and it was great, but I'm like, it didn't to me, progress the movie, it didn't do anything like that.
It's like the Canto Bite scene in The Last Jedi.
Right.
You know why it didn't make it for me? And this is going to sound terrible, but I didn't think the Hulk was written quite right in this movie. I thought that they got the Hulk, and I really thought the Hulk was going to be right. They got Thor right. They got all sorts of it right. The Hulk stuff, I get it, but he was a one-note character for me.
I would agree with you. The thing is that then you go back and you read all the Hulk comics, and I think even in the comics they don't get them right half the time. Most of the time they don't. Yeah, so I'm like, this particular Hulk, you're right, it was kind of weird.
It's what kept it from being my top movie.
But the Thor banner moments were awesome.
Amazing.
I mean, that was just, again, Thor telling the Hulk, oh, we all like you better than Banner. We do. And then he tells Banner, oh, we all like you better than Hulk. Really.
On the fight call, I won.
That doesn't sound right to me.
So with Thor, that was just, to me, was the one that I went, oh, this was a good time.
The fact that we saw the scene in the trailer where he's like, my friend from work.
Yeah.
And you laugh in the trailer, and you see it in the movie, and you laugh again. That is saying a lot. You know it's coming, and it's still funny.
And the fact that they used Inhumans song twice.
Yes.
Beginning and end, and they're going, you all paid enough for this song, you better get your money's worth out of it.
But I didn't mind.
2 fight sequences using the same song, you're like,
Yeah.
all right, this works.
Best soundtrack in the year.
Blade Runner 2049, that score is incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember going, how are you going to follow the Vangelis
No kidding.
stuff?
And it was astounding.
Yeah.
Like, it did. It felt like the Vangelis stuff, but it didn't feel like a copy of it.
Right.
It felt like it was the same universe of sound. Oh, God, I love it.
So I'll give honestly, that's a score I had been to buy. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
So if we had that score, we could put that one down.
Like, blame her for that.
I'm not going to put Stranger Things 2. I didn't like this score on this season as much as I did one.
I wasn't feeling it.
Not enough class.
I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
it's a good thing I was here earlier, and they're all good people really do. Stranger Things 2, totally overrated. Sorry, I was not as impressed with it. I was not.
There were what, 10 episodes?
You missed my thoughts where I got booed.
Seven of them were mad.
Yeah.
3 were incredible.
Because like with the last season of Stranger Things, okay, you didn't need that many episodes to tell the story.
No.
I mean, guys, you keep going to that same well over and over and over again.
Right.
So
They did a lot of, they could have moved it along a lot. But it still was, I mean, David Harbour was fantastic this year.
Did you see those prom pictures David Harbour took with that
Yes.
gal? The high school prom
Yeah.
pictures? And then plus he's gonna be Hellboy. So everyone's gonna, David
He's
Harbour.
getting a geek on. Come on.
he's
I'm
got
sure.
it. Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. People are leaving.
I'm
So thank you guys so much for being out. Give your social media one more time.
Elliot Serrano, 2 L's, 2 T's, 2 R's, both on Twitter and Instagram. If you go to geektome.net, you'll go to the Geek to Me blog where it has all my latest columns. All of my last column was a review of the last show.
Don't you have a podcast now?
Oh yeah, I linked everything there. Geek Counter Geek is the podcast I have on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. So Geek Counter Geek, and that we talk about. It's Keith Conrad, a producer over at WLS, and myself, and we are here for geek topics. So most of the time, I tell him he's wrong, and he agrees.
I know the feeling. Social media.
Everything at Geeks A Go Go. So it's on
Show the shirt,
Facebook. Show the shirt. We're over.
Plug.
Shameless plug. He did. He shamelessly promoted the website.
Well done.
In our vows.
In your vows.
Awesome.
You get a geek on. Hold on.
You get to know my geek.
Yeah, she just stayed with the Jar Jar for that one.
The president's speech and the maid of honor speech included that too,
Yeah, they all
which
picked
is
up the joke. Yeah.
yeah. My family was like, what are they talking about? Like, what is this website they kept saying?
This is where you're at.
Wait, is this known for the
It was
Hallmark
so
Channel or
funny.
something?
Do I know?
Are you filming it? I'm just saying, are you filming it, putting out? I'm talking about the plug, so.
Yeah, it was.
It's a reality
it was
TV
all,
show.
Yeah, it is gonna be on video. So I actually started a vlog about it. Diary of a Geek Bride for all my planning adventures. My wedding
No
planning
expense on it.
adventures. But yeah, it's Geeks A Go Go at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and
geeksagogo.com for the website.
geeksagogo.com.
Cool. And if you don't know already from Facebook, you can follow us on Facebook at This Week in Geek, or on Twitter at SMG_TWIG. And go ahead, Chris.
Oh, great. Thanks. I can be found at Blue Box Cafe or Blue Box Cafe 176 on various social medias and theblueboxcafe.com.
Excellent. That's it for This Week in Geek. Before we say all this, we're going to stay